Let's get nasty on a Friday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Baseball returns tonight here for the Cardinals, at least. The Major League Baseball kicked off its second half last night. And the Cardinals will be back in action tonight in Arizona, 8:40 local time. Michael McGreevy versus Merrill Kelly. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, 201 your time check. Brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. A couple of ways to get a hold of us. One, Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. We also have our Air Alliance team YouTube chat, affectionately known as the Snake Pit. And you can always leave us a mic drop. In fact, we highly encourage it. We do our daily drop segment in the 5 o'clock hour in which you get to sound off on today's hot stories. If you got a question for us, maybe just a statement, something we haven't thought about that we've been discussing, leave us a mic drop. That's the Skyly Heating Company mic drop via the 101 ESPN mobile app, which is powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Question for you guys. Based on what we've seen in the first half of the season, and considering the expectations that we had of this group at the start,
or lack thereof, yeah, good, fair. Is there actually a worst case scenario that could play out in the second half for you in regards to the Cardinals?
Yeah, I don't really want to say it, but I have to. It would be.
Don't say it.
I know.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna say it. With all due respect, I don't know if that changes anything, because it really doesn't.
It kind of softens what you're about to say.
It's not really. I'm just trying to avoid the jinx. Serious injury.
All right. So, gotcha. Never mind. Yep. No, just leave it at that. I didn't know where you're going with it.
Well, why are you cutting me off now?
Because I didn't want you to mention a specific player's name.
I wasn't going to do that.
Cool.
I was going to say a serious injury to one or multiple players that are part of the core.
Got it. Yeah.
That's all I got, too.
I'm looking out for you. You throw out a name, and all of a sudden, that player gets hurt. And all of a sudden, Jamie Rivers of 101 ESPN is a pariah. Not on my watch. I love my Canadian brother too much. And, Carey, if you're going to do it, too, I'll let you know. I love my brother from another mother. Too much to allow that to happen either.
Okay. No, yeah, I get you. I wasn't going to say a name, but I was going to say the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, man. There's somebody getting banged up, and they have to miss some time, significant time.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
Don't want that at all.
Apart from that, I don't know if there's a worst case scenario. So even if they lose and they go on the tear, that's kind of like, we don't really know what to expect. Of course, I want them to win. Mm-hmm. I would love for them to make the playoffs, all the wonderful things. But if they don't, we didn't expect much. So I don't think there's a worst case scenario as long as the development continues and you start to find out, or you start to get answers to some of your questions by the end of the season.
I guess the worst case scenario would be doing something that they've done in the past where they end up becoming a buyer just to get into the playoffs. And it's not a significant buy by any means, but it doesn't really align with where they are trying to go in the future. And then all of a sudden they miss the playoffs. So I don't know how much, whatever deal that would look like, how much it would hurt the farm system. I would assume that they won't do that. But doing something that they've done in the past and it not working, I guess, would be a worst case scenario. But I just don't believe that they're going to do that under this new regime.
It's weird. As I think about worst case scenarios, obviously an injury would be one. I gotta be honest though, my expectations have altered just a little bit. What? If they fall short of the playoffs, but they mostly play like they did in the first half, all good. Mm-hmm. Like Jamie said, our expectations weren't high to begin with. So if they get into the last week and there's something for us to root for, i.e. a third wild card spot, and they fall just short, no problem. If they completely fall out of the wild card race, they have a real bad couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden they're like 8 games back or 4 games or even 6 games back, I think that would be disappointing.
I agree.
I think that would be a worst case scenario, even though, and I might not be fair in this, but this team has been exciting. Mm-hmm. I want to continue to see this. So my expectations have, I guess, altered a little bit here from where I was on game one.
When do expectations become altered? Because we have you two, You guys wearing white today? I'm wearing blue. Anthony, we didn't get the memo. You didn't get the memo again. I didn't get it today.
I'm wearing my black shirt today.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
It was yesterday. You said
You're a day behind.
Yeah, you reading the text late.
Okay.
You guys are in the camp of like, hey, we didn't really expect much heading into it, so I'm cool with whatever happens, just because that was my expectation. You said your expectations are altering. Mine are altering as well. At what point, though, do you have to alter your expectations?
I don't think it's a have to thing. I just think it's a visual thing. And for me, as I watch this team, even though, like Carey brought up on Monday, the record is very similar to what it was a year ago. We all knew what we were watching last year. It wasn't going to be sustainable. It didn't look great at times. Like the record was just a facade. This season has been different. Now, I'm not saying my expectations have altered like, you're a contender now. What I am saying is, yeah, I kind of expect this team to continue to be fun. Mm-hmm. And as long as there's like an entertainment value there, and Jordan Walker continues to ascend, and J.J. Weatherholt continues to be the clear favorite to win National League Rookie of the Year, and some of these other pieces continue to play that as well as they have, Yvonne Herrera and Riley O'Brien and Alec Burleson. That's my expectation now.
That sounds like a playoff team.
I mean, at the very least, again, you're in the last week of the season, and you have a chance to secure the third wild card spot. And if you get in, I got no expectations outside of let's just like have fun and enjoy the fact that the Cardinals are in the playoffs when we had no expectation of that. Does that make sense? That, I think, would be like the worst case scenario. Like, they're unwatchable. And I don't think it's going to happen. But if they go back to being unwatchable, that, I think, is the worst case scenario outside of an injury.
It's going to be pretty tough to become unwatchable, just based on the fact that even if they become really bad, we still have the memories of them playing very well and playing full 9 innings and doing all that.
Right.
So you're always kind of waiting for something good to happen. By the time it doesn't, then you'll be, it'll be too late to have like pissed off emotions.
Right.
Let's say there's a baseball season next year. We can say, hey, there's going to be baseball in 2027. Like we can put that in pen. If this team slides, what are your expectations heading into next season, as opposed to if they play the way they do now, do those expectations rise for you, or do you still say, hey, these guys are in the middle of a rebuild, they had a really good season last year, I'm still waiting for them to put their stamp on being a true contender?
I don't think I can have high expectations going into next year.
No, I think my expectations would be somewhat like this year. Actually, maybe a little bit higher, just because I know what they were able to do for the first half or first part of the season. And go, okay, well, that was good. Yeah, it ended poorly, but, hey, we can build off that. Like, I wouldn't be the guy at the water cooler that's totally pissed off about things or worried about the future. I'd be like, okay, now they got to learn to do it for a full season. This is why we're doing this rebuild.
But I would also need to see what the pitching looks like.
Well, yeah, I'm not even thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking overall the team, but specifically the pitching. Yeah, but again, if they go into the offseason and let's say Dustin May doesn't come back or he's been traded or whatever, there's a couple of slots and you're bringing in a couple of young guys that are going to be in there. Again, now my expectations like, no, let's see what we got.
Sure.
We did it last year, worked out pretty good, got to finish better, but let's see what these young guys got. It's part of the process.
Right. And I think that those would be realistic expectations then. I wouldn't be like, well, now you have to, you won, 85 games. You better win 90. What's the pitching look like?
I don't have expectations for this team for a couple of years. Now, do I want them to win? Do I cheer when they have big moments? Am I happy when the Cardinals pull out a big victory? Yeah, I am. But my expectations are not like, man, if this team doesn't make the playoffs next year, this year, I'm going to be so pissed off. The damn DeWitts did it again. Like, I'm just not going to be that guy. Yeah. I'm just going to let this play out because they've told me this is how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
For me, my expectations for next year are going to be greater than they were for this year. I believe that this is probably the worst pitching staff that they will have in this window of these young players all playing together. That's my thought process, which means, and I don't think this pitching staff is horrible. I don't think they're the worst pitching staff in all the majors, but I think it's only going to get better, incrementally better year after year after year, because they know that that's a position of need. They understand that that's one of the places where they're struggling at the most, so it only makes sense that you would assume that it's going to be better in years to come. So next year I would have, it doesn't matter how this year ends, This year has been outstanding. If it falls off a cliff the second half, whatever, dude. Like, that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
But I know that going into next year, I would still have a level of excitement because I would expect, like you said, the pitching is the one issue that they have to be much better than it is right now.
Speaking of pitching, could another worst-case scenario for this team be an underwhelming package in return for a Dustin May, and then they miss the playoffs?
Yes, in theory, but I wouldn't know. Like
on paper, at least.
Yeah,
At this point with Dustin May, I don't know what any package for him would be fine because he's been all over the map.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, and how would we know? Like it'd be
more so from the people typing up articles and doing all that stuff.
And for that, now I'm just I'm a sheep, and I'm just saying, well, these guys don't like it, so I don't either. Yeah. That's just tough to answer. You know, it's like they trade Dustin May, but they traded him for, I don't know, 2 low A-ball guys with like projections of being a utility guy maybe in 10 years. Then that would be disappointing, yes. But I don't think it would be a situation where I'm like Jamie said, Dan Bloom screwed us again.
He's doing the same thing
got my hopes up
as he did the Red Sox.
Yeah. I knew I couldn't trust this guy.
I thought Mo was with the Angels.
The L.A. Angels of Anaheim,
By
California,
the way, boys, the other
San
night,
Diego.
Plugged in the old TV, turned it on. Angels in the Outfield was on.
Oh, nice. Did you sit down and watch it?
Watch it. Yeah, quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
What'd you think?
I was entertained.
Good.
I was still entertained.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? It's a total cheese, movie. But then I'm like, the cast in there was unbelievable.
Oh, I know.
Matthew McConaughey, like they had like
Danny Glover. Yeah.
A young Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
I was like,
there was more too.
I never remembered like when I first watched it way back when how good the cast was.
Okay, so to Jamie's point, I just looked it up. Danny Glover, Matthew McConaughey, like you said, a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tony Danza.
Yep.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah, he was the guy who couldn't hit, and then the Angel was over there and they pinch hit him for a slugger.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how all these baseball movies, a majority of them involve teams that are terrible?
Yes.
Magical.
And then they
movies. Because it'll never happen.
Whether it's Angels, whether it's a young pitcher, whether it's a young manager, whoever it is.
It takes over.
They just take over and somehow they are really good.
The one guy too, he's been in a bunch of like chick flicks. Dermot Mulroney.
Dermot Mulroney, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he was in that too.
Yep.
Guy was in My Best Friend's Wedding, Wedding Date.
Ashley and I were sitting there going, this is a serious cast for a goofy little movie.
Yep.
I saw a post on X last night, ironically that you just brought that up, and I forgot who ended up posting it, but saying we haven't had a really good baseball movie in a long time.
Yeah, we really haven't. Yeah, we really haven't.
Isn't that too?
Who was?
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't feel like we have. When was the last really good baseball movie you sunk your teeth into?
Well, Moneyball comes to mind.
Moneyball.
That was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I would say that was the last one.
Kevin Costner, where he's the pitcher.
For Love of the Game.
Yeah.
I thought that was so, it just
I like that
dragged.
movie.
I know a
I
lot
like
of people.
that.
Every time I thought it was coming to an end,
yes,
something new happened.
Yes.
I was like, whoa.
I'm like, can this guy just, can we just see this guy pitch?
It did get to me a few times, though, just because obviously there's things that are similar.
Yeah.
And so it got me a couple times, but then it would lose me because I'm like, that would have been the perfect spot to end this movie. But now we're going into something more now.
Yeah. Clear the mechanism, Jamie.
Yeah.
All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. I was reading an article at The Athletic that talked about, it was breaking down why buying and selling at the MLB trade deadline is more complicated than ever. And as I was reading this through, I go, wow, modern baseball has become increasingly terrified of making trades. And there's a couple of reasons for that. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN.
reading this article in The Athletic this morning. They were breaking down why buying and selling at the MLB trade deadline is more complicated than ever. And the focal point of the article is Stark Skubal of the Tigers. There's a lot of debate. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. You heard the audio from Buster Olney and Mad Dog Russo, and they're debating whether or not the Tigers should keep Skubal and try to re-sign him, or trade him at the deadline and possibly get a king's ransom for one of the legitimate aces in Major League Baseball. But guys, as I was reading through this, I actually thought the true crux of the article is why modern baseball has become increasingly afraid of making big trades. And the reason, at least from what I've gleaned from the article, is that baseball executives, and this was mentioned in the article, they're not cowboys anymore. They're not willing to take the big swing, try to connect and win a World Series. And there was a couple of quotes by Billy Beane in the article that discussed not the A's front office guy, the Moneyball guy.
Not the guy that passed away.
No, sir.
Nah,
yeah.
Carey got it wrong one time.
He did, sure.
I think it was Carey.
As Billy Beane pointed out in the article, they're not cowboys anymore. They're actuaries. And instead of asking, can this player win us the World Series, front offices now, which is completely filled with, Gary, you want to say it?
The stat guys.
Yes.
Guys that do the analytics and got to give you the numbers and tell you what makes sense and what doesn't.
A bunch of white guys.
Actually, yeah.
Nerdy white guys.
Probably.
Spreadsheet guys. So instead of asking, hey, can this player win us a World Series, we'll try to get him at all costs. Front offices are asking, what's the probability that this move works versus the probability it blows up in our faces? And I think it has led to more and more front offices, not all, but more and more front offices saying, you know what, we're just going to stay the course here. We're not going to make the big trade. We're cool. And it has reminded me a lot of Mo. And I'm not bagging on Mo because he actually, there was a couple of trades that he made where he absolutely fleeced teams. He fleeced the Boston Red Sox for John Lackey the year that he sent a very good player in Alan Craig, but one that was damaged because of the foot injury that he suffered in the playoffs a couple years prior. And Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly's a really good reliever, but John Lackey was needed. He fleeced them. Then he fleeced them again in the Edward Mujica deal. Kind of fleeced Miami in getting Mujica here originally. Mujica became a closer. He made really good deals. Arenado, Goldschmidt. But the more and more that he was in modern baseball and what it became, I felt like he became risk averse. And I think if you look at Major League Baseball, the majority of front offices now are risk averse, and they're not going to try to upset the apple cart too much. And I think that is going to lead to a very slow MLB trade deadline.
Do you think that's the case? Or, let me reword that. That could very well be the case. Mm-hmm. And in certain situations, I think it is. But I also look at the American League and the National League. There are massive amount of teams that are still in it.
Huge factor.
So if you're a team that's 3 games out, 2.5 games out, a game and a half out, you can't make monumental moves at that point. You're not selling off your pieces. Most teams aren't. Most teams' ownership groups are looking to get into the playoffs and see what they can do. So I think that also plays a huge part into being risk averse, because
I think it's hand in hand.
If you start to just shell it out and then your team takes a nosedive, what's your fan base going to say? What's your boss going to say? Your ownership group? Like, they could be ticked off at that point. So I think it's a combination of all of that together that's creating this tension, so to say, of where we'll just make little moves. I'm not going to do anything major here.
I think it goes hand in hand. I do, because you get to a point, like, let's say you're the Marlins, for example. You got the 3rd wild card spot right now. You're a team that's got pretty good pitching. You're playing above your skis. Well, do we make a big move and really go for this thing, or do we just kind of just make a couple of small moves, couple of tweaks, and we'll just see if we can get in? I think that has, what you just said, Jamie, the expanded playoffs, it has caused these front offices to really say, we'll just stay the course.
To my point, there's 8 teams right now in in the wild card race. The Cubs, the Phillies, and the Marlins are in right now. Then you got the Cardinals, the Pirates, the Diamondbacks, the Padres, and the Nationals are only 4 games out. And in the American League, you've got 2 that are in, the Yankees and the Guardians. And you got the Mariners, the Twins, the Red Sox, the Astros, the Orioles, the Blue Jays, the Tigers. All of those teams that are still in. 3.5 back is the lowest one.
Some of those teams are under 500, too. The American League is not good.
No, it's not. But my point is that you can still limp into the playoffs.
I think the part of it is the fact that when you talk about making that big trade, if it doesn't work, what does that mean? I think some of it is fear in terms of my job security. Like, if it doesn't work, we go all in for Tarek Schoolboy, and we trade away some really good prospects who are going to be future starters for Team X for the Detroit Tigers once we make this trade, and we don't win the World Series, and then maybe we lose them in the offseason. Like, we don't win. That to me seems like one of the fears of GMs as well. Like, as I said, if you don't spend money, you ain't gonna make money, right? You have to be able to spend money in order to make money. But sometimes that fear, you just become fear-struck and not willing to make that big deal, because if it doesn't work, what does that mean for my future?
Sure.
So sometimes I think it is like, I don't want to say selfish, but people are always going to look after themselves first.
Well, they're protecting themselves.
Correct.
Yeah.
Before they make a decision that could impact how much money they're going to make in the future.
Plus, and I think this goes to the larger question of analytics versus like that old school baseball, we'll call it. And I for one think you need to have both. We talk about that as managers. Yeah. What about that at front offices? Because if you're somebody that goes only off the spreadsheet, right? So you really believe in the numbers. The numbers say what they can't lie. This is what my spreadsheet says. I'm not going to go. Think about how it was back in the day. You're like, no, I know that this dude can change things.
Yeah.
I don't care what the numbers say. I know this guy can change it. And that's gut.
That's the other part of it, though. Like, if you're the GM in a room of guys that have their papers out and say, analytics tell us that's not a good deal, and you make that deal, and it ain't a good deal, your boss is going to say, well, what the hell am I paying them for?
Right.
They told you it wasn't a good deal, and you made it anyway. So I think that also goes into it, like not being able to have that voice in the room, the voice that is louder than the rest of the voices saying, hey, I know what you've done fantastic work. You've worked night and day crunching these numbers. I don't give a damn. Like, your numbers ain't going to tell me what's inside of his chest in the bottom of the 9th inning,
right,
whether or not he's going to make a play.
Yes.
That doesn't show up on the sheet. Until they have those metrics, until they can show me what his heart rate is when the moment is most critical, then I'll listen. But at that point, that's a person-to-person thing, not just a number on a sheet thing.
Mm-hmm. I hope people listening don't think that because of the topic that we're bringing up right now, that there won't be trades at the trade deadline this year. Like last year, there was a record-breaking pace, 36 deals on deadline day alone. Mm-hmm. But it is all these smaller deals to mitigate said risk. That's why you brought up the word actuary. That's their job.
Yeah, you're right, Marsh. We're talking about blockbuster deals.
Like the Juan Soto deal that San Diego did a few years ago, as we remember, the cold dead hands comment, all that fun stuff.
Right.
What did that do for San Diego? It did nothing. They still haven't won a World Series.
Right.
And neither have the Mets.
They gave away some pretty good players that are now playing in Washington.
Yes.
We just saw them.
Part of their core. Now they are ascending, and San Diego's taking a step back. Mm-hmm. I mean, they traded for Mason Miller last year. His name's being floated out there to be traded. They've only had him for what? A season? So, to your point, Marsh, San Diego is under A.J. Preller, they are one of those teams that still have that, we'll call it the cowboy mentality, where we are going to make these big deals and, to borrow the phrase of Les Snead, F them picks or F them prospects in this regard. And if you're a GM in another organization, you can also point to them and say exactly what you just did. They haven't won anything big, and they're giving up a lot of their farm system continues to become depleted.
I wonder if the Dodgers have anything to do with this too, or at least some of the heavy hitters in Major League Baseball, the teams that actually have a chance to win. Mm-hmm. If one blockbuster deal if that really has any impact on a front office and their thinking. Like, we could go get this guy, but he's one guy out of a full roster.
Right.
Do we have the roster to compete with these teams to win a World Series?
I'm sure that's a factor, too. Yeah. And they become a little bit too pragmatic, where they look at it and say, well, this one guy, we make this big deal, ain't going to matter. The Dodgers are still, they're absolutely loaded. So what's the difference? But I do think it's going to take somebody saying, hey, look, the numbers are great, but the game is played by human beings. Can we find that? Can we find a balance here where we can add that guy where maybe it doesn't make sense on paper, but like CD said, we get in the playoffs, this dude's going to have ice in his veins. Yeah. And he's going to be a leader in the clubhouse. We have to make this move. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Speaking of CD, he's got a couple of nuggets here on NBA contracts and the fact that they're under scrutiny right now. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Selling your home can be difficult these days. The market is changing, interest rates, all of those things, and maybe it's been a while and you don't really know how to price your home. Call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. She has helped thousands of families over her 23 years in real estate. She's going to price your home so that you sell for the most money possible while selling quickly as well. Gloria is busy all the time, and it's exactly why she is looking to grow her team. If you or someone you know want to seriously level up in your real estate career, give Gloria Lou a call. She's hiring motivated salespeople, listing agents right now, and you're going to want to be a part of everything that Gloria Lou has going on over there because, again, she's the best in the business. She sells homes quicker than anybody else. She sells more homes than people, and you can be a part of all that, too. A winning team over there with Gloria Lou. But you do have to give her a call. Her phone number is 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals are back in action tonight, taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Michael McGreevy on the mound. He'll face off against Merrill Kelly. First pitch is at 8:40. The Cardinals heading into the second half after the All-Star break just sit one game behind the Miami Marlins for that final wild card spot. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Carey, I know that you were diving into situation involving NBA contracts. Why are some of them coming under scrutiny right now?
Well, you have Kawhi Leonard, who we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
What's going on with him?
Well, it was a situation. He just was traded from the Clippers to the Raptors. However, the contract is being held. The trade is being held up as he's still under investigation because of a deal potentially alleged from him with the Clippers where he was given a contract outside of basketball to do, I guess, show up to events and be a part of all of these things. And it was $28 million worth of him showing up, but he never showed up. So the NBA believes that was kind of the Clippers' way of circumventing their cap issue and offering him an additional $28 million to kind of be a part of whatever company that the ownership group had involved in and
creative,
creative,
It sure was.
but
illegal under the NBA.
Very illegal. So that contract is that trade is being held up because the NBA is investigating. And then recently, Gary Trent Jr., that one, you know him well, signed it. You know him, Jamie. You love his game. Signed a 4-year, $64 million contract. And that one is under investigation as well because they're like, man, Gary Trent Jr. ain't worth $64 million. What has he done? He actually had less points last year than he did the year before.
He's a good team guy.
He clearly. So that's what they're saying.
Why do they care about that?
The NBA believes that he took a sweet deal, a team-friendly deal a few years ago, with the expectation that he would get this larger deal now. So that is under investigation. It's against the CBA rules,
Why?
Jamie.
Tom Brady did it for years in the NFL.
He ain't Tom Brady, and he ain't played at the level of Tom Brady, allegedly, is what I believe the NBA is saying.
I think that's weird.
Hadn't played well enough.
If a team wants to do that and the individual feels safe to do that,
Because they don't have to, but it is I believe it's in the CBA that it is.
how would you even write that
illegal.
up? If you have a hypothetical agreement, it's against the rules.
It is against the rules to kind of circumvent the salary cap to go about it that way.
How are they going to prove that?
I don't know, but that's why they're investigating. You know, with these investigations, people usually have text messages.
Details matter, Carey.
Yeah, in investigations.
Especially investigations, yeah.
So if you got something in your phone, Tom Brady showed you the way.
You know what? You know what to do.
Tom Brady showed you the way. But my
By
question.
the way, Reacher season 4 coming out August 12th.
Oh,
Shut your
really?
mouth, really?
Yeah, it's
We got
coming out
another
here
season?
soon.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I saved that for hockey season.
Yeah.
So if the Bucks, who signed this Gary Trent contract, and the Clippers, who signed the alleged no-show clause for Kawhi Leonard, if they're found to be guilty of these charges, what if any punishments can they receive or should they receive? It's going to be a financial.
It's
I'm sure they're going to
unprecedented.
hit them financially.
Yeah.
You know, normally they
If you want to hit them, if you really want to hurt them, you take away like first-round draft
picks.
Yep.
Because Steve Ballmer doesn't care. What are you going to find that guy?
Right. What amount of money could really?
What amount of money that you reasonably can fine him?
Yeah.
Would make him even grumpy.
No, it's first round draft pick and a fine. Just to pretty up the punishment a little bit. But you do have to kind of set precedent whatever you do. And there is some gray area here, but Carey, you did say that it's in the CBA agreement that this is you can't do what the Clippers are being alleged of doing. Then you got to take away a first round pick. And anybody else from here on out will know that punishment. And if it's you find to have a second incident, then the punishment's got to be even more. Maybe it's 2 first-round picks. I don't know. But this is a way you can't. You don't want this to happen if you're the NBA. Mm-hmm. You do not want, and in any cap sport for that matter, where you're circumventing things. There was the alleged Tom Brady. All of a sudden, his company started popping up, I think, in the Patriots.
He had the 12 facility
inside of the building.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
crazy. How'd that work?
Yeah.
Your trainer's here every day, Tom.
There was a guy that
you don't wanna
played
have that.
in San Jose, Kevin LeBanc, and he had a hell of a season. and then signed for like nothing. And people are like, what the hell is going on here? You know, but that was when the Sharks were up against the cap. And then his next season was terrible, and he got 3 years, $12 million.
Huh.
So they did the whole, his agent, I guess, allegedly, they had an agreement because the whole hockey world was like, how the hell does he get $4 million a year after that terrible season?
Yeah. Whoops.
Yep.
My other question was, because we see contracts deferred in baseball, it's not a cap sport, but what's the difference? Like, if you're essentially, they're not circumventing the cap in baseball because there is no cap, but they are saving money by deferring money until, hell,
until forever.
Bobby Bonilla is still getting paid.
Yeah, I think the difference is what you said. There's no cap in baseball.
Is that what makes it? But it's still, you're still staying under whatever number, like you're still saving money.
Right. But I would imagine that in future years, they wouldn't.
Because they eventually
the money's going to be on the books.
Right. Well,
so,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in Major League Baseball, you're outside of the luxury tax. You're really not screwing over other teams like in cap sports.
Aren't you saving yourself from certain luxury tax penalties if you're deferring money?
Now you are, yeah. But I would, like I said,
in the future,
imagine,
maybe not.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
right.
what
that would be the difference.
That's what I view it as.
Gotcha.
Like at some point, the bill has to come due, right?
Yeah.
You know, the Saints under Mickey Loomis, their GM, he has been notorious for circumventing, not circumventing the cap, but we'll call them cap gymnastics, and not having to worry about, you know, the bill coming due. But eventually it did. And they have been they've kind of been cap strapped for a while now, and they've gone through some leaner years. Eventually, the Dodgers are going to have to pay all
Pony
this.
up.
Yeah. So I'm sure they've got plenty of mathematicians like us figuring that out, so they can do those gymnastics down the road. But for now, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. was on a 2-year deal that he signed in 2025. He declined his player option this offseason on June 26th. That would have paid him $3.8 million, and then the Bucks said, all right, we'll give you 4 years, $64 million. So
he's been working hard. They saw him at practice.
They did. They saw him score 3 less points per game this year than he did last year.
He's got a good agent.
Clearly.
Cousins agent.
There's so many ways you can spin that.
Yeah.
All right, it's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Speaking of our guy, Marshy, he has what's trending for us next.
Was a big year for America, turning 250 years old. My guy, Derek Stevens, owner of Circa in Las Vegas, he wanted to celebrate that. So what they did is they created an unbelievable deal here for the people in Missouri. All you got to do is download that Circa Sports app if you don't have it already. If you do, you just click on the giveaway here, and it's the $250. So you put $250 into your Circa Sports account. And once you play through that $250, Circa Sports will put another $250 right back into your account so you can keep playing and having a great time with Circa Sports. Circa Sports has got the best odds of any app that is out there. They've got great lines on their futures, bets. They got tight money lines, splits. They've got the player props available, all kinds of those, by the way. And they've got the parlays, so you can put together 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-leg parlay. We've seen Carey jump into that, too. So get on there, download that Circa Sports app, sign up for the America Turning 250, and have fun with this. And let's remember to celebrate America's 250 years. And for any more information, visit circasports.com. Again, that's circasports.com. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
in the sports world.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's what's trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, one of the conversations that we've had a few times throughout this World Cup includes the pay-to-play style, or whatever you want to call it here in the States, for soccer. And we have expressed our disdain for it. It's not fun. However, it looks like that could be changing. On the New York Post, they have a little article talking about how things could change for youth soccer. U.S. Soccer's answer to the problems of the pay-to-play system is not to reform it, but to tear it down entirely. In quote from Federation COO Dan Helfrich, he said yesterday, "We are not seeking to make the current system more affordable. We're trying to create a new system that then we make highly affordable." It's a really important distinction. One of those ways that they could do this is, of course, getting more state clubs involved. The government as well. Professional clubs need to scale their investment. Corporate partners, media partners need to step up as well. When you hear this, what do you make of it? Do you believe that this will actually come to fruition?
Nope. How the hell are you going to tell a company you got to charge less?
Bingo.
How are you going to go to...
Well, there's so many soccer clubs out there. What do you tell them? You're all out of business now?
Right.
Every single one of them.
Right.
You know what? You're done. What? All the soccer balls in America no longer available.
Deflated.
Nah, I don't know how that works.
Though, the one way they could really do it is each state creates their own club. So, like, the state of Missouri would have, like, the Missouri, footballers, right? And then that particular club charges a fraction, a smidgen of what the other clubs are charging. And then that runs them out of business. So they don't have to join what you're doing, but you will then essentially run them out of business, because why would I go pay 10 or 15 grand over here when I can pay 1,500 over here? What's going to bring those players from the other organizations to this cheaper organization? Well, the fact that parents can afford it, and you might start to get kids who are the better athletes that all of a sudden they're playing soccer now because it's cheaper than hockey. It's cheaper than... I think people are still going to find a way to pay for those. Maybe not as many. Well, they can. That's
but I don't think you're going to run them out of business.
Oh, you will. You will for sure at some point, because they'll take a big hit. And if you don't, so what? At least then, if you're the United States, you've created at least one program where families who maybe aren't well off can have their kids play a sport. For underprivileged kids, whatever it is, just here you go. Now you actually have somewhere you can play. Increasing your odds of having more players, maybe at a higher level. But I don't see it happening. There's too many people involved in U.S. soccer right now that are making millions and millions of dollars off of this. It's a great idea, but the European clubs can do it because they have sponsorships from massive entities over there that sponsor their club, their professional team. And then they just give money down through the program, so that money circulates down to youth soccer levels where kids don't have to pay to go to their soccer academies and eventually start getting paid. We went over that the one day.
Yeah.
Sticking with soccer, Anthony, Mauricio Pochettino, a.k.a. Russell Crowe, as you like to call him, will make his decision on becoming or staying with the United States men's national team, his future next week. He is in talks to sign a contract extension through the 2030 World Cup. However, there are some European clubs that had been talking to him earlier this year that are interested. So who knows if he returns, but do you think he did a good enough job to stick with this club? Would he want to stick with the United States soccer team?
I think if he does stick with the U.S. soccer team, it does tell us a lot about the direction of U.S. soccer.
It also tells us that maybe U.S. is ponying up some money for this guy, too.
And they already have.
Yeah.
I mean, I think his last, it was $6 million.
Yeah,
So
if he feels as though that this club is headed in the right direction, or he can get players that he knows are in the pipeline that can compete in 4 years, why not stay? You could be the one guy that really gives U.S. soccer a chance to compete. If he flees, I wonder if it's just to an English Premier League team, and who can blame him?
Yeah.
The EPL is the biggest and the best. He has obviously managed over there multiple times. It's like coaching in the NFL or coaching in the National Hockey League or being a manager in Major League Baseball. So I can't blame him if he decides to go. Now, I don't understand the rules. Like, can he do both? I would think he could do both, but maybe,
I don't know.
but maybe not.
I think the England coach coaches a club team too. I don't know.
So I imagine you could do both.
You could.
So
Double dip a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But why would he leave? Why would he leave? Let's just say he gets a pay raise at $7 million. Why would he leave $7 million on the table to not be the U.S. soccer coach? That's what I'm thinking.
He wouldn't. I mean, I can't speak for him. I don't know. I don't think he would. Especially if you can do both.
Yeah. I mean, hey, got me interested in soccer for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
And
I did a great job.
And now it's over.
Well, not yet.
And
I wish he was a little more ruthless with some of his players.
Well,
but,
he showed more emotion than his team in that game.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
They were trying.
Who?
The U.S. men's national team.
I agree. In previous matches, absolutely.
Not in the last match.
They were scared to death. They were scared to death.
You think?
Yes.
Scared of what? Exactly.
The fact that they weren't good enough.
Yes. They're scared of getting absolutely pumped.
Boat raced.
Yes.
Yeah. We all watched the match, right? You saw it.
I watched.
You saw the fear in some of these guys' eyes. No,
None of it was fear. I just don't think they knew how the clock worked. I think they thought they had another half, like hockey. Like they thought it was 3 periods instead of 2.
Carey, did you see Christian Pulisic?
Mm-hmm.
No.
He got stepped on.
No,
his ankle got he banged up.
Guy was terrified.
Man. He was hurt.
Yeah, so were we. Watching him.
Not as much as him.
My eyeballs were bleeding.
So you need to scoop him out with
Scoop
2
him out,
spoons.
2 spoons. had that conversation the other day.
What conversation?
Carey and I were miserating over watching Arthur Smith coach offensive football. And I said at one point, after watching him with the Falcons, that I went to the kitchen and grabbed 2 spoons and tried to scoop my eyeballs out, which led to a whole conversation about why I needed 2 spoons.
Why dirty up 2 spoons?
Yeah, when one would have done just fine. And Carey understood that.
I think the 2-spoon effect is
Thank you.
Because
get it done.
When you do it the very first time, you may not want to do it the second time.
Exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
You grip and rip, you jab it in there, and you pop those suckers right
Yeah,
at the
because
same time.
pain's going to be the same.
Who cares about dirty and 2 spoons? You can't see it.
I can't see anyways.
Said the same thing.
Yeah. Same thing.
Can't see him anyway.
Jamie, you get us.
Yeah.
I'm glad we revisited that.
Man.
Yeah. I'm glad I could help.
No, you absolutely did.
Did you guys hear about the man in Kansas City that fell in a porta potty and was
that's
stuck
crappy.
there for 8 hours? Had to get help. He was trying to retrieve
stuck in a porta potty.
He was trying to retrieve a Mountain Dew bottle. Apparently, I don't know.
How tall was it? How did you get in there?
Well,
Why did you go in there? That's
Did it fall? Did it fall? It had to fall over then. And it
he
fell
still
over
can
on the
crawl
door.
out.
But if it falls over on the door.
So wait. He fell. Wait a minute.
He fell
into
in
the
the toilet,
hole?
or the porta potty fell over?
No. He was inside the toilet for 8 hours.
sick.
He liked it.
Did he drown? How did he not drown?
How did he get
How
stuck?
did he not?
Harry, there's this much of the fluid in that.
Well, how in the hell didn't he get out then?
I don't
I'm
know.
with you.
That I don't know.
How do you're stuck upside down?
First of all, if my big ass fell into that little wee
Come on, man.
hole,
Hey, what
He
you
might have
doing?
been a little man
I just
too.
stand, but even a little bit.
He should be able to figure it out.
Something.
He should be able to climb out then.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your arms out.
It's only like that far down. There's no way he's a human being that small.
Well,
Yeah.
he got stuck there, and the firefighters had to cut open the porta potty. I guess somebody else went in there to go to the bathroom.
He had
and
to
his
wait
head,
8
his head
hours?
That's
popped out.
what he wanted. He was.
His head popped out, so he
His
couldn't
head
pull
popped
himself out.
There's no way.
He's trying to stay in there, man. He was on some. He was on some
he was
weirdo.
on some stuff.
Yeah,
He
man.
was waiting for someone to use the potty.
Yeah, it wasn't the right person
Yeah,
that used
you know,
it.
Anthony.
Yeah.
No, I do not,
He was
Jamie.
waiting. He was waiting on somebody to come in there.
I don't think so.
That's weird, man. He
or
popped
like-
his head out of the toilet.
Well, that's what one guy said.
That means he could have climbed out of the
He
toilet.
could have.
I don't know.
He wanted to be in there.
If he fit into that hole, he can fit out of that hole.
I think he just like fell in and had to like worm his way around and then like
Well,
couldn't
what
get
we're
out.
gonna do? We're gonna do a field trip. one
Oh
day.
God,
We're not a full. We'll go to an empty porta potty.
I'm not going in no porta potty.
No, but it's clean. It's not.
I don't give a
used.
damn.
Well,
You guys can
It better, be
try.
right, it better be right off the. Hey, it better be right off the like conveyor
I
belt.
don't care where it came from. I ain't getting in no
Never
damn.
used.
Doesn't matter.
It makes no sense to me.
It makes none. Like he tell you, man, that man was he was on doing something.
Wait, okay, hold on though.
You fell in the toilet, turned yourself around, popped your head up.
Hold on, he's sitting there. Let's just play this thing out. He's sitting there, right? He falls through, so he's got to be kind of a
Butt
skinnier
first?
guy. Yes, he goes butt first.
Into the porta potty.
Now, is there
Arms
any way?
and legs
Is
out?
there any way you could be stuck like that? Yeah, arms and legs out.
Okay, I could listen to that.
That had to be it.
I could listen
But how
to
do you
that.
pop your head up then?
Well,
That's
okay,
the
but
part.
maybe Marsh doesn't have that part of the story right, or that the story doesn't have that part right.
Oh, so now
He fell in
now the
butt
writers
first.
He falls in butt
Arms
first.
and legs out,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there for 10 hours.
He's like,
roller coaster
I
style
can't-
until somebody
Like,
comes
think
and
about it.
opens the damn door.
Your arms are like this. You can't push yourself out. You got no leverage. You got nothing.
This is the picture. This is not.
I don't know if that's
I don't think he didn't want to be in there. If that's him.
I think he was waiting for
Yeah,
a
man.
friend.
He was waiting on somebody.
So,
Dude,
That ain't the real. That can't be real.
that can't be real.
I don't know.
we got a picture. Or
Dino
a picture,
Bravo
geez.
said this. Huh?
We got a text from Nate from St. Charles. Says the KC guy, it was a state park bathroom. The tank for sewage is underground and large like a garbage bin behind a store. It closes up like a vault.
What?
How did he fall in the toilet?
He had to be. Well, you brought that up though, right, Marsh? Then he was. So
Somebody
I
said
skipped-
here, the 618 said, guys, just watch the video. He didn't fall. He's sitting inside the pot like a troll.
That's what I said. Waiting on the right person to pop.
Oh, wait.
Plop
He's
down.
waiting for a friend.
Yeah, he's waiting on somebody to plop down, man.
No, I don't like it one bit.
And,
guy should be arrested.
He's waiting for someone to sprinkle the infield.
Yeah,
Oh.
man. Water the plants, you know?
Yeah.
Well, either way,
That's crap.
I wanted to know.
It's what he was waiting on, exactly.
I wanted to know, like, what is the most embarrassing situation that you found yourself in that you needed help getting out of, if you're willing to share?
Help getting out of.
I didn't need help getting out of it.
It wasn't me. It was one of my teammates. No, it really wasn't.
I have a friend.
No. This is the God's honest truth. It was a teammate. We were on some I don't know why we were taking the elevator. It was a class we had, but the building had an elevator. So I jump on the elevator. He's on the elevator. Get on, go up to our floor. He had a lecture hall, class with like 500 people. As he got off on like the third floor, I think I got off on the fourth floor. As he's getting off the elevator, I see something hanging from his pants. I'm like, what is that? And then I realized, it's toilet paper. And the door closed. And he's going to a lecture hall with 500 plus people. This is one of my close friends. It was like, I was like, he got toilet paper hanging out his butt. And so I didn't find this out till later. He tells me, he said, man, why didn't you tell? I said, man, I saw you earlier. I was trying to catch you, but the door closed. You had toilet paper hanging out your butt, man. He said, yeah, I know. I wish you'd have said something. I walked from the top of the lecture hall down the stairs to the front row and sat down in my seat. And one of our other teammates was like, hey, you got toilet paper hanging out your butt. And the whole lecture hall bust up laughing. I felt bad for him, man. That's my guy, man. We still laugh about it to this day. He's still mad at me for not telling him, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
And you are somebody, and I know this for a fact. You do tell people.
Yeah, I would've
like, hey,
told
you got
him.
something
Hey,
on
you
your
got
face,
something in
you
your
got
face,
something
you got some-
beard.
yeah.
You do. You tell you right away.
Because I don't want you to be, I don't want anybody to be out here looking bad,
Right.
having a conversation.
Because it's worse if you're like, hey, man, I ain't going to say anything. I'm just going to ignore this because I don't want to embarrass
No,
him.
I'd tell a complete stranger. I had no problem.
Yeah, like, hey, you got something in your beard, you got something in your face.
I can't focus right now while
Got in
you're
the back
talking
in the
because you
cave.
have a massive piece of cream cheese on the side of your face.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Wipe it off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had anything like so embarrassing that I needed help. I certainly sometimes where I've been inebriated. I'll never forget that. I think I was like, I won't say the age because that's probably not right. But I was at my brother's college, and it was like one of the very first times I'm drinking alcohol, and I got really pissed.
Yeah.
And I remember standing there, and I was like trying to talk, and just fell over like face first into a snowbank. And I was like stuck.
You didn't.
My brother had to like pull me out. It was kind of
pulled you out.
Yeah.
I had a near experience in college one time. So we did like you have to take like speech classes and stuff. And we're in class, and once the speech is started, in respect, like you can't get up, you can't go to the bathroom, whatever. Normally, it's college, you can go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. But it was a speech class, giving the speech, whatever. And I used to carry around, because I was like into working out and stuff like that, I used to carry around a jug of water. Mm-hmm. So I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I started contemplating if I could like piss my pants and still
Keep it together
and get out of there at some point, right? Fortunately, I made it, but it was barely. Like I was really, the whole speech was going on. I'm in the back. I'm like, what can I do here to get this thing done? Because I got to go. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I probably should have just got up.
I did have one myself. It was an early morning flight. I woke up late. I didn't, you wake up in the morning, you go pee. I didn't. I was literally ran out of the house.
I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out when I get there. And I'm standing in the security line. And I'm like, oh, man, I got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm either going to go here on myself or I'm going to get out of line and miss this flight.
Right.
And I luckily enough, the flight, the security line was just fast enough for me to get through. And I went to the plane, got on the plane, and by this time it's no longer pee. I gotta go. So I get to the plane, and I go in the bathroom, and I'm sitting in the bathroom, and sir, we can't leave until you get in your seat.
Yes, I've been there.
I'm like,
You walk of shame.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Everybody's waiting. I was like,
And
okay.
you just blew up the bathroom.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry about that.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. If the Cardinals don't know what they are at the deadline in terms of whether or not buy or sell, or does it actually matter? Might not. That's next on 101 ESPN.
All right. Amco Ranger, the number one place to give a call to when you've got pest problems. Let me tell you about that. Right now in the backyard over at the Rivers house, we don't have any pest problems. That's because Amco Ranger has taken over everything. But we used to have lots of problems. We had moles, we had ants, we had bees, all sorts of things going on in the backyard. But Amco Ranger comes out now probably every 10 days to 2 weeks, and they make sure everything's okay. If they see mole action, they set traps. If they see the ants are back, they spray. They do everything, and then they follow it up with a great text message, let you know exactly what's going on, what they found, and sometimes they find nothing, which is great. But they certainly have the customer satisfaction is the number one thing for them. It's a family-owned business for 60 years now, and they service the entire St. Louis area as well as St. Charles. If you've got a pest problem, call Amco Ranger. They will be there. They will solve that problem, and you will love their service. So please give them a call, book an appointment. Tell them that Jamie Rivers sent you in. That number 636-441-2847. Again, that's 636-441-2847. And you can always visit AmcoRanger.com.
7, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. I was reading through Ken Rosenthal's article at The Athletic, in which he has 12 questions to explain where every contender stands heading into the deadline. As I was reading through it, guys, it really stuck out to me that almost nobody knows what they are at the deadline. Now, the true contenders do. The Dodgers do.
Yeah, well, they don't count.
Right. But almost the majority of the teams you mentioned in the article, they don't know what their identity is. They don't know what they are. Normally by July, contenders buy, bad teams sell. Everybody, a clear lane develops for the majority of the team. Not all of them, but the majority of the teams. But I do think that mediocrity has become a competitive advantage. Rosenthal kept pointing out in the article that, things that would have sounded ridiculous 5 years ago, like the Tigers being 8 games under 500, for example, they're still buyers. The Blue Jays being 6 games under 500, still buyers. Orioles below 500, Red Sox below 500, still buyers. Why? Because the American League is mediocre. And that was one of the points that Marsh brought up earlier. And now a mediocre season keeps you alive, and it creates one of the strangest trade markets I think that we're going to see in quite a while. Winning changes your strategy faster than your plan. So whoever starts winning from now until the deadline, they can go from, well, we didn't think we were going to be there, now, but okay, now we're buyers. Mm-hmm. So it brings up a lot of uncertainty. So as we talk about the Cardinals, I posed the question, the Cardinals might not know who they are at the deadline in terms of buyers or sellers. It also might not matter because the majority of the league is that way. Do you guys feel that way too?
I feel like, I don't know that I think the Cardinals know exactly who they are.
I'm just talking about when it comes to buying and selling or
which
doing
direction,
something.
I think either one is sufficient for the Cardinals. That might sound strange. If they're able to add and not spend a lot in return, not give a lot in return, I think they'll do that. If they have to trade away some pieces and can get something in return, I think that they'll do that. I think that where they are in their plan, for me, is like the overall plan as opposed to, like, you have your overall plan and then you have your year by year, what you expect to what markers you want to hit each year. Mm-hmm. And I think if you're looking at the markers for the 2026 season, I don't know if the Cardinals have already surpassed them, but I'd probably bet that they're pretty damn close to surpassing them with 67 games left.
Sure.
So with that being, if that's the model in which the way you're looking at it, your 5-year plan and using each year, going through it incrementally and figuring out what you want to do for each year, I think that I've said it all year long, for the most part, they're playing with house money. Mm-hmm. So whether they are buyers or sellers, I don't think it impacts the overall 5-year plan, because I believe that the 2026 year of that plan has probably already hit their markers for what they needed to do. It's like, you have a business plan and our plan is to make X amount of dollars by the end of the year. Well, we made it in July. So the rest of the year, we're good with whatever happens going forward because we already hit our number in July, as opposed to waiting till December 31st to hit that number. Mm-hmm. I think that that's where the Cardinals are for the 2026 season. If you're making money or you're using that type of model, they've already hit the number that they wanted, and it's halfway through the year, and they still got the other half of the year to go. So whether they're buyers or sellers, I don't think it really matters because of where they are right now.
Yeah, when it comes to the Cardinals, I think that's probably a true statement. But again, we talked about it earlier, and you just mentioned it too. There's just so many teams that are right around the playoffs, right around the wild card. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you do at that point. Like, I don't know. You may not even know truly what you are even as a team, but you're close to the dance.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Baseball's in a weird spot right now.
And the Cardinals aren't the only team that feels that way, which was my point. It's like the Marlins probably feel that way too. Like, damn, we're better than we thought, boys. Well, and now what?
And to be fair, when you look at this, then there's only like 6 teams, 7 teams that are going to be, people are going to be hounding at the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. So quite honestly, if you're a team that is way out of it right now, like John Mozeliak in L.A. with the Angels, 10 games back of a wild card spot right now. Phone's on, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys want? hey, Mike Trout, are you sure you still want to be here?
Right.
Because these guys, the Rockies, the Mets, the Giants, they might get a haul for some of their players because they're the only teams right now that are like really out of it.
It is a seller's market for sure. Yes, it is a seller's market because there's not going to be unless contenders are willing to deal with themselves. You know.
Yeah, now you get that stage fright a little bit. If you're a team that's in the wild card right now, you're sitting in one of those spots. You go, ugh. Do I make this trade? Like, what if this really affects the group? What if I need this guy? What if the player that comes here is not what we want?
You better have a good feel for the clubhouse.
And you're only at that point, you're only making a deal with the American League. If you're the National League, you're only making a deal with an American League team. You're probably not going to deal within the National League, just for the simple fact of like it could affect both teams in different ways.
Sure.
Do you think there's a scenario in which Bloom looks at this team and he's like, I feel really confident about what we've built here. It's early in this rebuild, but if we're creative and we can get a few arms for bullpen help, this team can actually do something. We've taken a series against the Dodgers. We've won 2 series against the Cubs. We split that first series with Milwaukee because there was a rain out, and then we were kind of
got our faces pounded in.
We did, but we didn't really throw out our best arms in said series because of it was a 5-game series and there was a doubleheader and all that stuff. But we could, they did not do well against Milwaukee in Milwaukee either. But I wonder if this team just looks to be creative and add some bullpen arms and just stay the course.
Well, I think that's a given, almost. I think that Chaim Bloom will definitely address the bullpen. He'll pick up a couple of pieces for the bullpen. I don't think it's going to be major moves by any means.
Well, then that would mean that you wouldn't sell your bullpen piesos.
Unless you don't like some of your bullpen pieces.
But
you wouldn't trade Soriano. You wouldn't trade Jojo Romero.
Okay. Why am I supposed to be trading them?
Well, I think those are the only pieces I think that would make sense to trade.
Well, Riley O'Brien.
Yeah, but then why would, if you're looking to add and make your bullpen that much better, why would you subtract
that? Right.
One of your.
It depends what you're getting for Riley O'Brien. Like, I think that we're missing the point a little bit. You can buy and sell and still stay competitive. If you're Chaim Bloom, like, I don't think if he gets a great offer for Riley O'Brien, someone's willing to overpay to lose the deal.
Yeah.
I don't think you could turn your back on that. I think you go, okay, we get this haul.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Maybe we go get another guy for like.
Yeah, I see. I do. I see. So what Jamie is essentially saying is, you can. Let's say you get a haul for Riley O'Brien. Some contender teams like, I want that closer. He's my dude. Cardinals go, all right, we're going to get a haul from that. And then you turn around and you find somebody that might be a closer for, the Rockies or whoever, and say, yeah, he's got some closing experience. Or you find an 8th inning guy that's like, he's got some closer experience. He ain't cost me a lot. I'm going to get him so that we can try to maintain this moving forward. So now I get a haul for Riley O'Brien. I don't trade much to sacrifice. I'm not sacrificing any future. I bring in a veteran type to give me a closer to say, hey, boys, we ain't giving up on this season. But you know what? We still got an eye on the future. That's what Jamie's saying.
That's what I'm saying, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. But is that guy going to be as good as Riley O'Brien?
I don't know, but the pieces you get in return might be better.
That for sure. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, if you were to continue this path for this season.
Marsh, I think the thing that you tend to focus on is the season.
I am. Is that not what we're talking about?
Not if we're talking about Chaim Bloom and the goals. Chaim Bloom has got to continue to think about the future. I think for you're looking at it as, are we making the playoffs or not? And what is the best path of making the playoffs? As the conversation expands, though, if you get an absolute prospect haul for Riley O'Brien that's going to set you up for the future, Chaim Bloom has got to do it.
Absolutely, that's obvious. I'm asking, is there any scenario in which they just are creative and tinker with the bullpen and keep these guys to bolster their bullpen because they are confident in the lineup and they're not giving away anybody, right? They're not sacrificing the future, but they are still trying to be competitive and maybe push a little bit for 2026.
This is why Jamie brought up, if you do get a massive haul, if somebody's losing
I understand that. But does
but-
that make you a better team in 2026?
Again, I think we're having two different conversations.
That would mean that you would. I get it. So that would mean, though, that as an organization, you're valuing where you finish in 2026. I don't know if the Cardinals are thinking about 2026 right now.
And okay, then that's the answer.
I think that they're thinking about 27 if there's a season, and 28 down the road, and that's why I brought up the fact of trading Riley O'Brien or even a Dustin May. If you're going to win the trade, and then you can backfill with some other pieces where you sell off some minor league players that are not part of your future, and you bring in a veteran guy like Anthony said. So you're moving some pieces around, but what you're doing is you're focusing still on the now. You'd love to make the playoffs, but next year, the year after, you'd love to be a real contender.
I understand that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying
Yeah.
You're focusing on 2026, which is fine. I don't think the Cardinals are.
What's your biggest priority right now? Like, what do you think the Cardinals' biggest priority should be? And there's no wrong
At
answer.
this current moment?
Yeah, like what, as it relates to the deadline, what do you, Andrew Marsh, think the Cardinals' biggest priority should be as it relates to the deadline?
I think their biggest priority should be to get as much as you can for the players that are on the block if the deal is right. That is what I think their priority should be.
Okay, so we agree.
Yes, that's obvious, though.
What do you want their priority to be?
What do I want their priority to be? I've said it multiple times. I have no problem sticking with this team because as long as you don't sell off your future, I'm okay with that.
So what?
That
So
includes
why?
prospects in the farm system.
Why do you
Because I
want
want
them-
those guys to grow and be a part of this.
No. Why do you want them to stay the course
Because I want to see what this team does.
in the playoffs? You
Yeah,
wanna
well, I
see-
want this team to make the playoffs.
There you go. Thank you.
I want this team to make the playoffs.
That was why.
But I don't want them to go out and make some stupid move and bring in somebody.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I don't either.
regardless. Yeah, I think what you're saying is, and this is why, like I'm saying, you are focusing right now on 2026, which is keep the guys that you have while also being creative and not giving up your future. That's what you're saying.
100%.
Okay. Yeah. So again, we're kind of having two different conversations.
We
got
are.
Jamie introduced. Well, if you get a haul for Riley O'Brien, it's time to jump out that plane. You got to go for it.
Yes.
right.
Yes. My question was: is there a scenario in which they don't do that? Do you see if there's a scenario where they just be creative and bring in other bullpen pieces to make the bullpen better? Because the bullpen has been a problem for this team.
Yes. If they don't get the prospect haul that they.
That was all I was asking.
Okay. All right. I'm not that bright. We've talked about this. You know?
No, you are.
Does that make sense? I think we're all on the same page now. Can we get one of these?
Yeah, right here.
Can we get one of these? Sure. All right, good. Nice job, guys. Way to come together as a team. Anybody fall into a porta potty lately and get stuck with it?
I think that guy wanted to be there.
I think
He
so,
certainly
too.
looked like he wasn't too upset.
Didn't look
Yeah.
like he was trying to get out.
All right. Well, this might have to be a very quick part one of the Sports Six Pack, but we do want your questions to the Sports Six Pack. 314-399-9646. Send them in. We'll answer them next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for part one of the Sports Six Pack here on the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. So, get any questions for us, send them in now. We'll do part one and part two. Question one, Marshy, please, and thank you.
Question number one.
All right, from the 314, if you had to pick between a Cardinals playoff run or a Blues playoff run, which would you rather see this season?
Blues.
Blues, because I feel as though that they have a better... They would probably have a better shot of winning a playoff series.
Cardinals.
Assuming everything came together. Okay.
All right.
Why the Cardinals?
I love the Cardinals.
Why not?
Well, you love the Blues,
it's a win-win answer.
But you love the Blues, too. So
Well, you two said Blues, so I just went Cardinals.
Got it. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah. Marsh?
I think I'd go with the Cardinals. I'd go with the Cardinals just because of the expectations heading into the season. There weren't that many expectations. I think it would be a great story, and I think we've come to love this team. Yep. And so I'd like to see them succeed and continue to build off of what they've done, and that would show us that they are a little bit ahead of schedule. So I think I'd rather see the Cardinals. So
all right.
Plus, like we've seen them, right? Like we've seen what they've done so far, and you would like to see that playoff magic come to fruition for this team, whereas the Blues, we don't know what this team is yet. We don't know how they're going to fare. So,
cool.
Question number two.
All right, from 386, true or false, the NFL needs to adopt the college overtime rules.
False. I hate that. I don't care about going from the 25 in. Play football, man. Mm-hmm. Play ball. Just play.
The problem I have is that the NFL still ends up with games that finish in a tie.
I do agree with
I'd
that.
like that to change. However you want to do it, I don't
Field goal
care.
kickoff.
I don't care.
Make it a kickoff. Field goals.
Yeah, with some of these kickers, you're looking at 75-yarders.
Yeah. Treat it like they do like the pole vault. The higher you go, the next person has to get to that height.
Yeah.
So we kick it from a 50. He makes it. You got to make it. 55. Made. 60. Made. Do it that way.
I don't hate it.
Then the kicker can have a role.
Oh, there it is.
What?
There it is.
No, there'd be an integral part to
Hatred
what
for
we're doing.
kickers.
I don't hate kickers.
Yeah, you do.
There's a passive-aggressive dig.
Jay Reed was my guy, man.
Until he missed one.
Mitch Berger, a Canadian. You know what I mean?
Well, burger time.
Yeah, man.
Well, Bergie.
Wow, he's a wild boy.
Okay. I don't like that the some of the games still end in ties.
That's something.
It's
However
rare,
you want
but
to get to your final, get to your final.
yeah. Because this I feel like with Major League Baseball in the regular season, you have 9 innings. You have 9 innings to decide that you know what, and you didn't. So now we're gonna have an imaginary ghost runner, and all the fans are complaining about it, and some of the teams are complaining about. Guess whose fault it is? It's your fault. It's your fault, teams.
Yeah.
You had 9 innings to figure this out. Now you didn't. So guess what?
We're getting involved.
Go exactly. So I'd have the same thing with the NFL. You get to overtime, you play your overtime rules. If you get to overtime and you still can't decide a winner, fine. Kickoff. Field goal. Contest. Winners.
You love that, don't you? You love that idea, don't you?
I just love a
You
winner
love
and a
winners.
loser. I love a winner and a loser.
Yeah. Gotta have a
Decided.
winner.
Yeah. Go ahead, Marsh.
Question number three.
All right, from Grant Francis Fan Club. Interesting question here. Should Ken Hitchcock be included in this year's Blues Hall of Fame class?
Wow. Jamie, your thoughts?
Is it too late?
What did he really do?
Oh, he's one of the better head coaches of this.
I thought you were going to say like founding fathers of.
No, he's not a founding father.
No, I just.
Blues all-time coaches.
I don't know. He certainly helped turn I should say turn the organization around. The organization was fine. It went through a lull. They went through a rebuild, and then Ken Hitchcock certainly helped that rebuild.
Second all time in wins.
For the Blues?
Yeah.
Joe Quenneville, number one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Look, I'm all for these team Hall of Fames. I'm all for celebrating great people that have been in the organization. Does Ken Hitchcock have a resume? Did he win a Stanley Cup? Did he get to the Stanley Cup final? No, he never did. But he did a hell of a job molding that group of players. There were a lot of them that ended up winning a Stanley Cup that Ken Hitchcock had coached. And Hitch is one of the smartest hockey people I've ever talked to in my life. I still talk to him on a somewhat regular basis, and every time I do, I enjoy those conversations. So, yes, put him in. Seriously, he's an unbelievable dude.
Can you tell the history of the St. Louis Blues without Ken Hitchcock? You probably can.
But you can't when you talk about that era.
Exactly.
You can't talk about David Backes, Alex Steen,
right.
Jaden Schwartz, Petro. You can't talk about that group without knowing that Ken Hitchcock, that was a great defensive team.
Yes.
He pushed those guys. He made them better hockey players.
And he was the difference between what they were in the 2000s, was this young team, we're trying to rebuild and all this, and he finally took what he had, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah, they lost to the Sharks in 2016.
2015, 2016, correct.
Yeah. All right, part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack is coming up next. Keep those questions rolling into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Again, part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack next.
Cheap, cheap, fun, fun. Let's get dirty, St. Louis, and no better time than tonight. Right after work, head over to Dirt Cheap. They are your one-stop party shop. They got everything going. They're always well stocked up for the weekend. Maybe you've got a quiet weekend at home. Maybe you've got some family, some friends coming over for a little barbecue action. Maybe you're headed to the lake for a lot of fun or relaxation. Get over to Dirt Cheap. Pick up the spirits that you want for whatever it is that you're going to drink this weekend, whether it's beer, seltzer, wine, whether there's some cocktails that you're making. Dirt Cheap has got everything for you at a great price. I highly recommend that you stop by there, but you can also pop on the Dirt Cheap app. Download the app, start saving immediately. Every dollar that you spend at Dirt Cheap, it earns you points to use in store. It's an awesome loyalty program. I use it. And once you become a regular over at Dirt Cheap, you'll see all the benefits of that. So for the app and for directions to places, locations for Dirt Cheaps, visit them at dirtcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's dirtcheapfunfun.com. Whatever your tastes are, you will find it at Dirt Cheap. Remember to have fun, but please be careful out there.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals are back in action tonight, taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Redbirds. Merrill Kelly on the other end for the Diamondbacks. 8:40 first pitch. The Cardinals are one game behind the Miami Marlins for that final wild card spot. Miami taking on Milwaukee. The Cardinals going up against Arizona this weekend. Perhaps the Cardinals can pick up some ground in the wild card standings. We have part 2 of the Sports Six Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. We'll answer those questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for part 2 of the Sports Six Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, hit us with question 4, please.
Question number 4.
All right, Tomahawk Tim wants to know, why is everyone freaking out about signing Jordan Walker? He met expectations for half a season.
I agree.
Freaking out, yeah.
I don't know who's freaking out. Maybe BK and Ferrari, were they freaking out?
No. Maybe what Jim is trying to say here is maybe they're trying to freak out, like, and sign him right now.
Yeah.
Like maybe people are like, oh, no, don't do that right now. Maybe that's...
I don't know.
No, I think people are wanting the Cardinals to sign him sooner rather than later before he becomes more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm the Cardinals, I would throw a number at him right now, but it wouldn't be like one of those massive numbers that people have been talking about. Mm-hmm. It would be a very team-friendly deal just to see what the appetite is. And if there were no interest at all, I'd say, okay, then we'll wait it out. Because really, as good as this season has been for Jordan Walker, it's kind of a one-off.
Yeah, so far.
So
He's going to have a decent pay raise come the offseason.
Yeah.
First year of arbitration. Like you said, I think he's going to be somewhere between, probably, if it continues on this pace, 7 to 11 million. Which, I mean,
the hell of a jump.
10 times more than what he's making right now.
It's a hell of a jump.
So
that's pretty good.
Not a bad thing.
No, sir.
Question number 5.
From the 636, if Alexander Steen is the Blues GM for 12 years, will he be better known for his playing career or management success?
It depends if he has success. Like if he's just a mid-team for 12 years and he's doing an okay job, but they're not in the Stanley Cup, I think he'll always be remembered more as a player, no matter what he does, because he was part of the first Stanley Cup championship team.
If he wasn't that good of a general manager, would he have a job for 12 years?
Yeah, I don't know, but look, Doug Armstrong was how many years? 16 years, and he won Stanley Cup final, and he won the cup. He's been good, but I don't think if Steiner had the same career without a Stanley Cup as a GM, I still think you'd remember him more as the player. I guess it depends how old you are too. If you're an older person, you're going to remember him more as a player. If you're a younger person in their 20s right now, you may not remember him all that much as a player. You'll remember him more as the GM. So I think that might play into it as well.
Question number 6.
From 636, what do you guys think? Overall, NFC North is tougher, but the NFC West has the toughest teams. You guys agree with that statement?
NFC North is tougher, but the NFC West has the tougher teams. Tough in like
what's the
tough opponents? Like they're harder to beat.
So on paper, better teams, NFC North, deeper division.
I think both reside in the NFC North if you're looking top to bottom.
Yeah.
For example, would any
there's no
the Cardinals
the Cardinals will bring down the NFC West. Would you be surprised? Let's do it this way too.
Would you be surprised if the Seahawks win the NFC West?
No.
Would you be surprised if the 49ers did?
No.
Rams?
Nope.
Cardinals?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Would you be surprised if the Packers won the NFC North?
Nope.
No.
Bears?
Nope.
Lions?
Nope.
Vikings?
Yeah, a little bit. With
Probably
the
Maybe
not.
a little pause, but Cardinals, no, hell no.
quarterback situation is still.
Yeah. Tougher division. I think the NFC North is equally the tougher division and has the better teams.
When your lowest teams in the NFC North were 9-8 last year, and then you got your lowest team in the NFC West, it was 3-14.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of your tell there.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, let's also do, if we want to take it a step further, let's just look at the quarterbacks. So you got Sam Darnold, Super Bowl winner now. Brock Purdy has done very well for the 49ers.
been to the
Very
Super
well,
Bowl.
been to the Super Bowl. You have Matthew Stafford, a Super Bowl winner.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
Jacoby
Carson
Brissett, Carson Beck.
Jacoby Brissett, if he's not ticked off about his contract. NFC North, you have Jordan Love. You've got Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, and then Kyler Murray.
None of them won.
None of them have won a Super Bowl. Only one has been to a Super Bowl, but Caleb Williams is definitely on the rise. And I think, look, Jordan Love has been the starter for a couple of years now. They've made the playoffs every year. Haven't done anything outside of the one win against Dallas, in which a CD likes to proclaim the Cowboys didn't know what time the kickoff was.
That was a tough one.
They were confused.
They should have checked their email.
Yeah.
Probably. What time is that damn game again?
Oh, shoot.
No,
It's a stadium.
I was in the stadium. I was getting treatment. Kickoffs now, fellas.
Yeah.
I thought that was a joint practice.
Hey, you got the head coach now, CD.
Who?
Mike McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. We don't worry about things like being prepared and ready for games in Pittsburgh. We know what time the game is.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's an infrastructure thing that we have. Entire thing.
Yeah.
Dallas, they just they weren't awake yet.
Got it.
But in Pittsburgh, we'll be ready.
Who's
Whole city knows.
Who's the defensive coordinator for that Dallas Cowboys team?
Dan Quinn.
I'm just trying to tee you up.
Yeah, Dan Quinn. Too bad
loves
he's
Dan.
not in Pittsburgh too. Actually, if he was, he'd be fine as DC.
How do you hate Dan Quinn so much?
Why do you go there? I said he'd
You
be fine as a
hate
DC.
Dan Quinn.
I
Yeah,
said he'd
when
be
you
fine
said
as a
that
He won a Super Bowl as a
you
DC.
attacked
in
the
Seattle,
Residual
I
from
think.
that Falcons.
No, maybe he didn't. Maybe he was lost. He lost
The
Super Bowl.
residual from the Falcons
Two now.
tenure, it makes you just bitter, man.
When you attack him because he wears his hat backwards, and
He
all that,
does not
that's-
like this
That has
gentleman.
nothing to do with coaching at that
Ken
point.
Griffey wore his hat backwards. You
personal.
loved him.
Don't you put Ken Griffey Jr. and Dan Quinn in the same sentence, Carey?
What the hell, man?
Jordan Walker wore his hat
Look.
backwards the other night.
Look, in fairness, can I just be honest for a second here?
Please.
Let me just state this, all right, so that there's no misconceptions. I don't hate Dan Quinn. I did not like that the Falcons decided to bypass the only true coach that they had on that staff that year that had any sort of brain power to stick with the guy that doesn't know what he's doing.
Anthony, they
That's
went
all
to
I
the
care.
Super Bowl.
Why? Why
Because
did they
he
go
was
to
the
the
head
Super Bowl?
coach. If
He's so mad at you right
Remember that defense that year? Huh? You like that defense? Or what do you remember about that year?
I remember them not taking care of business in the biggest game.
Okay,
on the big stage.
before that though, how did they get there?
Kyle Shanahan was much better
Thank you.
than I had ever seen him be in his life.
Matt Ryan was an MVP.
And I told you that Kyle Shanahan was questionable.
Yes,
at
you
times.
did. You and I
I meant it, brother.
we saw opposite on that.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan was but it was early. Yeah, I give him that. It was early in his career.
And found himself yet.
Yeah, it was some questionable things being said, and I was like, Kyle, that's wrong, brother.
I'm telling you right now, I've been in the league a little
I don't
bit.
know who told you that crap.
That's in fact. That's in fact not true.
It's not true at all.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Has Curt Cignetti changed the blueprint for rebuilding a college football program? It's next on 101 ESPN. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. There was an article done at ESPN.com talking about Curt Cignetti, Indiana football. Headline was Indiana lands its highest-rated recruit ever in five-star wide receiver sales. And Marsh, you had thought about whether or not Indiana has changed the blueprint for rebuilding a college football program. Were you thinking based on just the success they had and obviously now the recruits that are interested, or did you have a deeper thought in mind?
I'm just thinking about where Indiana football was just a few years ago, and now they are getting the number one overall recruit in 2027.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are we?
Where are
in
we?
time?
So, let me ask all of you this question because I don't know enough about Indiana University. Where would this program rank with all the other ones as far as NIL money and the availability of said money?
Ooh, that might be a Carey question. How does Indiana have a little?
I think they were. I forget where they were ranked
because I wonder if that I don't hear anything about that, and Indiana's certainly not one of those schools that roll off the tip of your tongue. Where you're like, yeah, that's a powerhouse. In the last couple of years, they have been, but otherwise, so. I guess, how do they get this number one recruit?
Oh, all right. I got it right here. This is the NIL standard. They have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14th.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Behind, obviously, your knowns, Michigan, Georgia, Alabama. Texas is number one at 45.9, and they have Indiana at, 14 at 29.4.
Okay, so the NIL money then might go to this kid, but not to the level of some of the other programs, I'm assuming.
Oh, he's probably making top dollar. Like that's kind of the route that we've gone with NIL and how the money is being divvied up amongst these players. If you're capable of paying the players and you've shown that you can have some success, a lot of these young men obviously want to get to the NFL, right? But no matter where they go, for the most part, there's an opportunity if they're a good enough player. Now, the next question is, okay, well, we know that my future is in the NFL. Now, where can I make the most money and have that opportunity to both make it to the NFL, play in some big-time football games, have an opportunity to potentially win a national championship? That's when those conversations start coming in. Because if you have a school that can offer you a ton of money but is missing out on the other parts of it, winning big games, making it to the playoffs, having an opportunity to make it to a national championship, it doesn't matter, in my opinion, how much money you are able to give them unless they have some certain type of ties. It's all of those things, in my opinion, that are encompassing that allow, a player to decide which school they want to go to. Indiana has turned itself, like we look at Indiana from last year winning the national championship, but we forget that the year before they made it to the college football playoffs. They lost to Notre Dame, but they were there. Mm-hmm. That's Indiana University. The football team, not the basketball team, not the candy cane stripe warm-ups. This is the football team that was the losingest program in NCAA in Division I football. They made that, I think, 3 years ago. They became the losingest football program. And then 2 years later,
you're saying they weren't good.
Saying they were no, man.
Exactly what he's saying.
Best thing about Indiana was Antoine Randall. Probably the best football player come up out of there.
Yeah, wow, I guess so. Can you name another?
Other than Antoine Randall?
Yeah. Tevin Coleman.
Tevin Coleman. Not
Is
Antoine.
that Gary's brother?
No. Nope.
Gary, that's a different Coleman.
By the way, I said number
Different
one.
Strokes, right?
Number one overall recruit. He's the number 4 wide receiver. He's Indiana's number 1 overall recruit.
You know what's interesting about this, Curt Cignetti in Indiana landing their highest rated player is that Curt Cignetti did not build Indiana into a national champion that way. The blueprint for him was actually build an older football team. He chased experience. He wasn't trying to sign the best 18-year-olds. He was looking at fifth-year starters, 3-year starters, captains, players with at least 2,500 live snaps. He repeatedly has said he prefers production over potential. He wanted older teams. So now
he's got success, and maybe he can blend both of them. He had to go that way because it was Indiana, and you weren't going to acquire or attract the top high school players in the nation to Indiana. He had to win that way. So I wonder how much things change now that guys are actually interested in potentially being a Hoosier.
And I think one of the things that
Football team, Jamie, not the
different Hoosiers. I think one of the things that also benefits Curt Cignetti is the fact that when you're at lower level schools, obviously NIL money is not really a thing that pursues that persuades players to come play for you, right? Mm-hmm. It's actually getting in there and evaluating talent. And as you said, production over potential. Like, what are you actually doing? Don't tell me what he can do. I don't give a damn what he can do. What is he actually doing? And I think Curt Cignetti has done a fantastic job of being able to evaluate that talent. A lot of those guys that were on that national championship team came from James Madison. They were lower level guys, starters in the Big Ten, and helped you win a national championship, which also lets you know, hey, this guy can recruit. Like, if those guys, just because you're playing at a lower level doesn't mean you can't play on the biggest stage. Mm-hmm. It just means somebody hadn't given you an opportunity. But if you've shown production at every single level that you've been at, chances are you're going to be able to produce on the biggest level as well. So right. I think he's done a fantastic job, and he's a winner. Like, he knows how he's won at every level he's been on. He's a football lifer. Dad was a football coach. Like, he knows exactly what is required to put together a winning roster. And Indiana's doing a fantastic job, man. I cannot take anything away from them because they played the game, in my opinion, the right way last year. They were outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you guys think Indiana is in the fold when it comes to college football, this new era of college football? Is this a team that is a program that's here to stay for quite some time?
So you asked me something similar from an NFL standpoint the other day when it came to the Bears. And I said yes because of Ben Johnson. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to answer in a similar way, Marsh. Yes, because of Curt Cignetti. Yeah. As long as he's there, clearly this man knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. So as long as he's there, I think Indiana football stays relevant.
I think it does too, unless Curt Cignetti has a couple of seasons where he has massive failure and the program's not as good, or he makes some big mistakes. I don't see that happening because he's a really smart guy, and it seems like he's running an old school football program in a modern day.
Yeah.
Which, I think there's something to be said about that. Yeah, I don't think things change unless he's out.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, Carey, what do you think?
I think Indiana is, like I said, they've put themselves in a position to. This is a different age of college football. Like, it's no longer Nick Saban and the SEC. Like, it's wide open, in my opinion, for pretty much any team to have success, to go get the best recruits, to coach up those guys and find a way to win. And I think Indiana, like I said, this man has won at every level he's been at. I don't see this stopping any. Now, will they win another national championship next year? I don't know, but I think they'll be close into the playoffs or close to it, for the next 4 to 5 years, because that's just what Curt Cignetti has done. He's kind of a maniac in the best way. Best term of endearment that I can give, because he understands the game and he coaches his butt off. And there's an expectation. Like, they just have a way of doing things that, if you're not on par or on board with what we're doing, you're probably not going to be here. Mm-hmm. And I think it was Nick Marsh, the recruit that they just got from Michigan State. When he got there, he came in and was wearing the wrong cleats. And Kirk was like, no. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
Everyone has on the same things. We are a team. We are not individuals. Mm-hmm. And you put that out there in the offseason so that once the season starts, you already know what the expectation is. And you're coming from a different program, but you have to change your mindset to fit what we're doing as opposed to what you're used to doing.
Hand me the tape. Well, I'll go to wear the same kit.
Oh.
Okay. This is from a documentary.
Gotcha.
It's a powerful moment.
Okay.
I just thought of this. Obviously, Indiana, they win the national championship. They take down Miami. Miami not as highly ranked heading into the college football playoff. They barely got in.
Right.
Some people thought that they shouldn't have been in there, but they make it to the exactly. They make it to the national championship. Do you see them going upwards and being a part of that upper echelon of college football, or where do you see Miami this season? I feel like we're not really talking about them as much, even though they did play for a national championship, and they were right there towards the end.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think Miami. I think Miami's going to have a very difficult time coming anywhere close to replicating what they did a year ago. I think they caught fire. They had the right pieces on defense. They got after the quarterback. Obviously, now you're having to replace a lot of those players, including Ruben Bain. I don't know. I don't think Miami all of a sudden just becomes like they're on the rise. Although they do play in an ACC that's completely winnable. I mean, Duke did win that thing last year.
Do you think we're having the same conversation about Miami if they were to somehow have found a way to win the national championship?
No,
or is
I
that
don't.
like a one-off type thing?
Yeah,
I feel like Indiana is more sustainable.
Yeah, maybe that's unfair too to the Miami coaching staff, the program, but no, I don't think so. Like if Carson Beck, remember he was leading, he was leading a late drive there at the very end, and I think he threw a pick to seal it. But they were in Indiana territory, so if they complete that drive and they win that thing, are we talking about Miami the same way? I don't. I almost view it as a one-off.
Yeah,
but maybe I'm off. Maybe
I was looking. I think they have one of the top recruiting classes coming in this year in terms of like portal players and what they brought in from high school. And Malachi Toney was one of the best players in college football last year as a freshman. I expect him to be just as good. I don't know who's throwing him the football, but
Mensa from Duke.
Darian
remember,
Mensa.
Yeah,
so
he
did go
they
there.
might. So
they might be
good.
right back.
Yeah, because remember that there was a big like, okay, will Duke let him out?
Yeah,
and will he get to Miami? But Mensa's going to go there. So actually, Marsh, I take it back. I wonder if Miami does. They are highly competitive again.
Mm-hmm.
Could
I
be.
hope so.
Yeah, I mean, college football's better with.
I like when the Hurricanes.
He'd have 24 teams, man.
What's that?
24 teams.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Let's get those MAC schools in.
Those are good teams.
Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
4 warriors, 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
401, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We welcome in Justin to the program. What's up, Justin?
Hey, not too much. What's up, guys?
Appreciate you playing. Thanks for listening. How's your Friday going?
I'm still working, but I'm on the clock now, so I'm getting paid to play the gauntlet.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully the bosses aren't listening.
The
All right,
boss probably went home early. It's a Friday.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
Yeah,
fishing.
Yeah,
so
he's
fishing.
I don't
Okay,
think he's
there
got
you
a
go.
radio.
Yeah. All right, Justin, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me in round 1?
I think I'm going to go with you, Stalter.
Man, this is three days in a row.
Can't get
He done hit somebody off. man.
Smokes. All right, Justin, good luck to you.
All right, appreciate it. You too.
Thank you.
All right, Anthony. He's going to head over to the cone of silence. Justin, tell my guy Marshy to spin that wheel, please.
Spin that wheel, Marcy.
All right, any particular reason you picked Anthony today?
So one of them.
All right, what were you hoping for? The wheel has stopped.
Ooh. There's 2 that I want and 1 that I hope I don't get, especially with Anthony. So.
Okay, well, how do you feel about random?
Random's perfect.
All right, good.
I mean, I don't think you've seen it been that close ever.
Yeah,
It's
it
never
is
been
like
that
right
close.
on the line.
Yeah.
You almost ended up with baseball, so that's okay, too.
That was my thing.
All right, Justin, you got 4 questions, each of them worth 2 points. Use the options. They become worth 1 point. Wrong answers are 0 points. And if there is a tie, we will get a winner here in the gauntlet. Justin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Question 1. What animal has a tongue that is twice the length of its body, color-changing skin, and independently mobile eyes?
Chameleon, final answer.
Question number 2. An octopus has 8 limbs. Marine biologists describe them as 6 legs and 2 arms. How many hearts does an octopus have?
I want to say 3, but I'll take the options.
1, 2, or 3?
Do 3.
3?
Yep,
Final answer.
Question number 3. This type of sea creature is the only known animal on Earth where the male experiences pregnancy and gives birth. Name this animal.
It's a marine animal?
It's a sea creature.
Okay. Let's take the options.
Options are jellyfish, seahorse, or piranha.
The seahorse, final answer.
All right, Justin, last one for you here. What mammal is known for its strong tail and motherly pouch, can stand over 6 feet tall, and has the inability to reverse?
Kangaroo, final answer.
Oh, man. All right, let's get our guy Anthony back in here. Justin, how you feeling, bud?
Pretty good. Didn't know it was going to be a Animal Planet quiz, but
yeah, you just never know. So Anthony's coming back in here. He's going to plug his ears in. Anthony looked a little lonely in there today.
Yeah, it was hot in there too. I closed the door because it's like there's a speaker right there.
Oh, that thing's working again?
Yeah. So I'm like, nope. We're legit. We're legit around here.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, you got random. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes a chair toss. There it is. He doesn't like random, Justin.
I hate random.
Anthony.
Justin, nothing makes me feel dumber than when I play random.
Anthony.
I think I did pretty well today, so we'll see.
Ooh, that means pack a lunch,
You
Anthony.
need to pack a lunch, pal.
I did actually. Again, that God.
I know. Your buddy still didn't give us a lunchbox.
Apparently, wasn't listening yesterday.
No. Well,
Scumbag.
Play the podcast for him. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Question 1. What animal has a tongue that is twice the length of its body, color-changing skin, and independently mobile eyes?
I mean, it's got to be a chameleon, right? They can change, and they get that eye. They get the tongue that goes to the eye, and they wipe off the eye. And
I'll go chameleon. Final answer.
Question number 2. An octopus has 8 limbs. Marine biologists describe them as 6 legs and 2 arms. How many hearts does an octopus have?
Ooh. It's either 2 or 3. And I don't want to ask you for the options because that's what you give me. 1, 2, or 3. I think it's 3. I'll go 3. Final answer.
Question number 3. This type of sea creature is the only known animal on Earth where the male experiences pregnancy and gives birth. Name this animal.
Seahorse. Final answer.
What mammal is known for its strong tail and motherly pouch, can stand over 6 feet tall, and has the inability to reverse?
Can you read that again? This feels like a riddle or something.
It's a question, but yeah.
Which is also, wouldn't a riddle be a question?
Could be.
Yeah.
But it's not. Okay, not on
Got it, yeah.
What mammal is known for its strong tail and motherly pouch, can stand over 6 feet tall, and has the inability to reverse?
It's got to be a kangaroo, right? I don't think kangaroos can go backwards. And the pouch, tail, mother. I'm going to go kangaroo. Final answer. I wanted to make sure I heard that part right.
All right, let's go over this. Question 1. What animal has a tongue that is twice the length of its body, color-changing skin, and independently mobile eyes? Justin, without the options, said chameleon. Anthony, without the options, said chameleon. Answer is
chameleon.
Chameleon.
Nice job, Justin.
We are tied up here, 2-2 to start this one. Let's go to question 3. This type of sea creature is the only known animal on Earth where the male experiences pregnancy and gives birth. Poor guy. Name this animal.
He doesn't know.
Justin said seahorse. Anthony said seahorse. Answer is?
It is a seahorse.
But Anthony did not need the options. 4-3 right now. Question 4. What mammal is known for its strong tail and motherly pouch, can stand over 6 feet tall, and has the inability to reverse? Justin said that'd be the kangaroo. Anthony says it's got to be the kangaroo, right? They can't go in reverse.
Reverse.
Yeah. All right. Answer is
it's kangaroo.
Neither of you needed the options. So here's where we sit. 6-5, Anthony. Final question.
Octopus one.
An octopus has 8 limbs. Marine biologists describe them as 6 legs and 2 arms. How many hearts does an octopus have? Anthony, you said 3. Justin said 3. Answer is?
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, it's 3. Justin.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose. Our guy, Anthony, he put up a snowman today, Justin. You thought you had a good game, which you did. You answered every single one correctly, but Anthony did not need the options.
I didn't know he knew the animal kingdom like that.
Honestly, Justin, it's funny. It's like with the kids, I know more about the animals than I know about geography, math, or anything that's important.
It showed.
Thanks, Justin.
Well, Justin, at least you got paid to play the Gauntlet today, okay?
Yeah, right.
We'll always have that.
Right on.
All right, man. Have a great weekend. Thanks for playing.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
That's
Good job,
awesome.
Anthony.
Thank
Wow,
you.
man.
Would you guys have done well? I feel like those are kind of common.
The octopus one, I probably would have asked for the options. The seahorse, I knew that one.
Yeah.
Kangaroo, that was, and the chameleon.
Right.
I probably would have got 7. But good job, man.
Thank you. I just couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3. I feel like they have one main one, and then they have 2 that also operate.
Decoys.
They're decoys for their prey.
For heart conditions. They're decoys.
You're not clogging up this artery. You'll clog up another one.
Sucker.
Yeah. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Cardinals get back into action tonight against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
We're going to get a lineup here.
We still don't have a lineup. Well, that's part of the issue here with them being out in Arizona. It's probably going to be a later lineup.
That's right, Anthony. You're so smart.
Well, I'm just saying. I actually
He's a snowman now. He's telling everybody everything, you know?
Well, I only know about animals.
You sure do.
Good job, Anthony.
They're playing a reptile tonight, so,
They are.
it's different.
Yeah. It's just a one-off, right? This is that rainout game,
Yes.
isn't it?
No, this is a series.
Yeah, this is a one-off.
Series.
This is a series.
It's a series?
They got
They're
a
in
game.
Arizona.
They come back and play one game against Arizona in like a week.
Oh, maybe that's the one I'm thinking about.
That's what I was thinking of, too.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
geez,
Hey,
wow.
Marshy, sorry.
Holy smokes.
You'd have thought I farted in his mouth.
Holy God.
My goodness.
You, CD, you were a little indifferent. You were just judgmental.
Yeah, that was bad. It's a bad
Did you
look.
feel that? Because I
Oh,
felt that.
it. Yeah. Usually,
The seahorse thing, but not the Diamondback thing.
Yeah. Huh.
Don't forget to... Go ahead.
You know people.
Don't forget to send in your drops, your mic drops, via the Scott Lee Heating Company mic drop feature on the 101 ESPN mobile app, powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Anything you want to throw at us today, might have your opportunity to have your mic drop played a little bit later on in the show. Is this a win for Major League Baseball? We'll tell you what this is next on 101 ESPN. Hey, the month of July is the perfect time to call my friends at Mosby Building Arts. Whether you're looking at upgrading your basement, maybe going with a basement that turns into a home office, a workout space, maybe a new family room, or all the above. Right now at Mosby Building Arts, once you call 314-909-1800, you can get a free brainstorming session from Mosby Building Arts. And once you have your basement project approved, you'll get free flooring with your basement, or you could take 5% off your project instead. So maybe you're looking at a floor that, math-wise doesn't make sense to go with the free flooring. You want to go with the 5% off your project instead? Great, no problem. They have a completely free program that runs through July 31st of this year. They're also offering free deck lighting if you want to go with a new deck instead. You don't need the free basement flooring. You've already got your basement all set up. You love the way it looks. What about a new deck? Free deck lighting or 5% off a new deck project throughout the month of July. Visit callmosby.com, or I'll give that number again to you, 314-909-1800, Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. MLB cracks down on using AI via dugout iPads to help shape in-game decisions. So according to Eno Saris of The Athletic, in a crackdown that has rankled some front offices across the league, Major League Baseball has effectively outlawed the growing practice of using league-provided dugout iPads to access generative artificial intelligence, which some teams had increasingly leaned upon to help shape in-game strategy. According to a commissioner's office memo obtained by The Athletic, teams were pushing the boundaries of guidelines governing the use of technology by, quote, in many cases, unquote, installing custom apps that expanded the use of iPads beyond their originally intended purpose to include recommendations regarding substitutions, pitch calling, and other in-game decisions traditionally made by players and coaches. So I kind of view like the people that cheat at chess online, where they've got the app to tell them exactly what moves they should be using next. Like, this kind of feels similar to that in some regards. Do you guys think this is a win for Major League Baseball?
I think it's a win for Major League Baseball coaches. Why would I need a bench coach if I've got an iPad that tells me what the strategies should be? That's always, I get weirded out by this AI every so often.
I do too.
And that just weirded me out. If you have a professional sports team now that is turning to AI to come up with the proper strategy or the counter move for something, like, what does that say? Like, you don't need an assistant coach. You don't need a defensive coordinator, because the AI will just tell you, well, 93% of the time they're set up a pass play in this situation. Oh, okay.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I think it's good. Yes, get it out of there.
Yeah, I think it's weird though. Like, why the hell do you need a machine, a computer to? I think the reliance on, that in sports specifically. Like, I can understand in other walks of life where you do use AI if you need help doing your resume or you want to create something and it makes it more efficient. You can get it done quicker. Mm-hmm. Cool. But when it comes to sports, using a computer to tell you what pitch to throw, hell, man, and you watching the game, what do we need you for? If that's the case, why even have a manager? Hell, read the iPad and tell me what you want to throw. All I need to pay is the players.
Right.
If I'm the owner, I'm looking at my staff and saying, why are you here? What do I need you for? How about this? I'll pay you half, and you can make the decisions. All I need you to read and tell them what to do.
Right.
I can train an ape or monkey to do some of these things. Hell, what are we doing?
Monkey.
You can train animals to do some of this.
Right.
And make it even. And now the spectacle that I got, now I'm making more money because fans are coming to see this damn monkey come out and tell the pitcher what to throw because he's just showing them off the iPad. The hell I need a coach? What I need a coach for?
There was a documentary about a monkey that played hockey.
Yep.
And baseball.
Did he play baseball too?
Yeah, I think he was a third baseman or something. Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous, man.
That'd be unbelievable if you sent out like a dog to the mound with the iPad. We need a mound visit.
Well, the last time we sent a dog out, that guy got injured.
Yeah, very true. He was a top prospect.
They
The
suspended him,
Dodgers
too.
organization.
I think he was with the
Suspended
Dodgers.
the dog.
Yeah, they suspended the
That's
dog.
the dog's fault. He's just doing what he's trained to do.
Was he though? I don't know if he was doing it to the best of his
bat. He was getting that bat at all costs, okay?
That's the problem.
He knows his job. Hey, dog, go get the damn bat.
He's got to have a little awareness,
It's pretty tough. Pretty tough. He's focused. I like the dog's focus.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah.
The reason you all are weirded out by AI is because you are all old men and have seen the Terminator movies.
Yes.
Look, it's part of it, that's
And
for
war
sure.
games.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens quickly. Look, we've all seen it.
Yeah.
How about Mitchell's versus the Machines? That documentary they have on Netflix. That one's tough to watch,
the movie
too.
Maximum Overdrive? You might be too young.
No.
It was where this satellite, this meteor came into the atmosphere, and it took over anything that was mechanical or that like cars, trucks, and like all this. It took over anything that was technology, and was trying to kill all the humans.
That's scary.
It's called Independence Day, and I did see that one.
Those were aliens.
Those were aliens. This wasn't aliens.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
this
In
is.
some respects,
Drive
it's
your
Great
aircraft right into the beam.
soundtrack
you had to do a virus.
for Maximum Overdrive.
Did they?
Yeah, unbelievable soundtrack. Maybe the best of all time.
Real? Whoa. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What
quite
kind
the
of
statement.
Yeah, what kind of songs we talking
Like
about?
a lot of AC/DC and like songs from that era, rock songs. It was solid. Solid soundtrack. Guys.
Okay.
You don't have to believe me. I don't really care.
Better than Armageddon.
Yeah.
Don't want to close my eyes. I don't know who
Name
sings
the
it.
band. Come on now.
Name the band.
Give me a letter.
A.
Aerosmith.
Yeah, but you didn't get it really.
I did. I knew it.
You needed help.
I knew it. I was gonna say Metallica. And
Come
that
on,
would've been really
Carrie's been way off.
bad. Way
I could have given him A. It would have been ABBA. You know, like
Good point.
he could have said anything there. He nailed it. I'll give it to him.
All right,
Yeah.
fine.
All right.
You know what? Whatever. Just participation awards, huh? Apparently, Carrie's used to
I'm
that.
used to those.
Yes. But apparently Norway's doing it that
Norway's
way,
doing
and they're doing
fine,
just fine. AI, by the way, you know, as we go back to the story, AI wasn't replacing scouting. I think you guys are right. I mean, one of the central themes in this article is that AI started replacing coaching.
It was coaching.
Right. What do I need you for?
Hey, Claude.
Yeah.
Watch the pitcher throw it.
Right.
No.
So, you know, league wasn't worried about scouting necessarily. It was worried about this. As pitcher throws a slider, AI updates. Next batter comes up. AI says throw a sinker. You know, like
I don't need
you.
The catcher doesn't even have the things anymore.
Right.
The guy in the dugout does.
Yeah. There you go.
AI
Here's
says
what you
this.
throw.
Yeah.
Throw the sweeper.
It's kind of crazy.
I wonder if other sports are really diving into this stuff.
Oh, I'm sure they are now.
Like think of football and play calling. And,
Yeah.
Hey, what's the best optimal package to run in this specific situation at this point in the game?
Yeah, but it's also
weird to me.
It's a suggestion. It's not
For sure.
Right.
a guarantee that it's going to work. Who do you blame
Yeah.
when the AI tells you to run, a crossing pattern?
Well, you break the iPad.
Right.
And there's a safety sitting right there. He's not supposed to be there.
It's like Ask Madden on
What are we doing?
on Madden.
Right.
You know, you don't
That
want to run your own
never
plays.
works.
Hey, let me ask Madden, see what he thinks.
Yeah. Man, I'm not going to run on 3rd and 18 when I'm down. Last play. Come on. Yeah. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. Anything else from this article that caught your eye there, Marshy?
Well, I did want to read a text message that we got from Biscuit. You know, you guys brought up Terminator. Terminator's not what we should be afraid of. iRobot is what we should be afraid of.
Yeah. That was when, who was it, Sonny? Was that the name of that?
Sonny,
robot?
yeah. Will Smith was in that.
Sonny went rogue? Sonny didn't go rogue.
No, yeah, it was.
Sonny knew that one of the other robots was going rogue.
Right, yeah.
And then Sonny was accused of some things.
It wasn't right, is what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't right at all.
That Sonny had done something.
Here's a text message from 618. If you can use an AI, if you can use AI for pitch selection, you can reverse that same AI as the opposing team and know the AI recommended pitch.
And then at that
AI,
point,
that's
did
an
it really even happen?
AI crime.
You said
Yeah.
what?
And then at that point, did it all really even happen?
It's a good question, Jamie. It's a real good question.
You know, I think Major League Baseball is, they've had their fair share of goofs, but I do think this is the right decision to cut this crap out.
Yeah, I agree.
Get it out of here. Get out of the game.
Let's leave some of the human element into the
Right.
game, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's why we love sports.
Yes. It's unpredictable. We don't want to have a computer just doing everything. Becomes too predictable, guys.
For sure.
People losing jobs.
A lot of people keep bringing up Wall-E and Tim's
I didn't
offshore.
like Wall-E.
Wall-E.
Like the
robot
movie
or the movie?
or him himself, the robot.
The robot.
Okay.
I didn't like his vibe. He's a bit of a dork. I didn't like him. Yeah, halfway through the movie, I go, this Wally's stupid. I didn't like it. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no need to apologize. I'm just kind of trying to figure out, why.
Yeah, I don't know exactly
Can't
why
picture.
back then. But I didn't. And so to
Yeah, you
this
didn't like
day,
it.
I remember that version of Jamie And I still hate Wally.
I didn't like his vibe. That
I like
little
his
robot,
vibe. He's
little
kinda weird. I was
Pixar
like-
robot.
He didn't look cool. He didn't really do anything cool. He did stupid little things that he did for his eyes. What
He,
are we doing
he
here?
reminded me of Johnny Five. You remember Johnny Five, right?
I do.
I heard Johnny Five was
Johnny Five was a man. Yeah.
It just, whatever.
Not a man, actually.
Wally was
robot,
mid.
but
Compared to all the other robots we just brought up, Wally was mid.
Well, how about the people in that movie? I mean, those
Very
people
lazy.
were dumb.
Yeah.
They had no idea what was going on. Just living their life in a chair.
Yep, that's just.
Hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Well, I think that's what. Well, I think that's what the movie was trying to warn us. Now, I mean, Jamie's kind of piqued my interest. Is there a cartoon character or like an animated character that you just dislike?
Ooh, that's a great
that
question.
I dislike.
Yeah, that you just found annoying.
Probably Caillou.
Caillou is such a whiny little.
Come on, man! Don't keep dissing on Caillou.
Caillou,
a different
come
one.
on, man!
Every
Wow,
time
man.
Caillou say, "It's always in a whiny voice," I'm like, "Man up a bit, Caillou."
He's a child. He was a
I can't stand
child.
Caillou.
Come on, man!
You know, it just dawned on me. We haven't had the Caillou conversation with Jamie.
We haven't. You haven't been here for
yeah.
Caillou.
Like we've talked about Caillou. First of all, I've
Multiple times.
never seen it.
He's a whiner.
Caillou is a child.
He's a whiny child,
But he's a child.
and I don't want to hear him whine.
Oh my goodness!
I don't like his vibe.
No,
Oh,
I don't like. I don't like anything about him. He's obviously so soft.
What is the worst?
Caillou's soft?
Like what's
Like
what's a popular, or it doesn't even have to be popular. Just an animated character that you just.
I have a take. Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Like let him have one. You know.
See, I kind
Tom's
of.
always getting screwed over.
But then,
But that's not his fault.
do you just like the Roadrunner then too?
No.
I think the Roadrunner was
He's funny.
was-
He makes those beep beep sounds.
First of all, he should have probably been charged for murder at some point. Although I guess the coyote didn't die.
I don't know if I'm alone on this one, but I was the guy that wanted the coyote to eat the Roadrunner. Like, I wanted him to,
get to him?
I wanted the Roadrunner to stub its toe one day, and the coyote's there, and we got to see him,
Yeah.
bite his head off.
Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The show ends after that, though, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does. Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Well, okay. So Jamie brings up. So I'm going to get crucified here, but I always felt that Bugs Bunny was annoying AF. I thought he was so annoying. I thought he was a wise guy. I thought he was arrogant.
Yeah, at times.
And if Elmer Fudd had it was just a decent shot, that'd be it for that bunny.
Like, how can you be a hunter and your shot is so terrible?
Yeah.
Yes.
He had the gear. He was always working on his craft. He's never got good.
He played the part.
Every single time that bunny went into a dress, Elmer Fudd was like,
Didn't realize.
He's a lonely guy, Anthony.
he attracted to a female bunny. Elmer, get your head in the game.
Lock in.
You know, there's different kind of bunnies.
I'm just saying.
The fairy godmother from Shrek was pretty bad. Shrek 2. Didn't like her.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to like her
That's
because
fair,
she's the
yeah.
villain, right?
Yeah. You know, I'm not
Okay,
talking
so you're not talking about
villain.
villains. You're talking like
You mean
talking
like
like a-
annoying characters.
Like
Like
Bugs
the way
Bunny.
I feel about
Okay.
Caillou. That's what
Caillou,
we're talking
gotcha.
Caillou is a good young man.
No, he's annoying. He needs his ass beaten a few times.
Oh my God!
Jeez, wow.
He's the kind of kid that you pay the other kid here is $5.
This went dark.
636 says, I thought this was sports radio.
It's not.
Yeah,
Not wrong,
it's
pal.
sports radio-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. Is it end of days for Bill Belichick?
What?
That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals get back at it against the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight with Michael McGreevy on the mound. He'll face off against Merrill Kelly. First pitch is at 8:40. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
This is Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Could it be the end of days for Bill Belichick, at least after this season? The crew on Get Up, we're discussing it today. Here's Paul Feinbaum on what the season could look like, and he uses some kind of choice words for Belichick's ultimate decision to return in college football.
I think his college future, no one's taking away his 6 Super Bowls, but ending like he is going to end is really embarrassing and sad and in many ways pathetic, Peter, because this didn't have to happen. He only took this job because he was bitter that he couldn't get an NFL job. He chose the wrong place. He has tried to use the magic of yesteryear, and it simply hasn't worked. And I'll break it to everyone who is curious how many games are going to win this year. Their over and under in Vegas is 4.5. 5 wins would be considered a success, and that would mean another embarrassment. And yes, Heather is right. He won't get fired, but he should seriously consider retirement.
Okay, so
So obviously he's got something personal.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Come on. You don't talk about somebody like that who's had the career that Bill Belichick's had. That's Feinbaum?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bone to pick with Bill Belichick somehow, some way. And that, in my opinion, that has tempered his opinion in this particular situation. Is he wrong about Bill maybe being pissed off because he didn't get an NFL job? No, he's probably not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Is he wrong that Bill's hanging on a little bit too long? He might not be wrong with that. But some of the other stuff, it felt more personal.
So go ahead, Kurt.
I don't think he was being personal. I think he was doing his job and commenting how he feels this experiment for North Carolina and Bill Belichick is going to turn out and how it has turned out. Him saying that he did this because he couldn't get another job, I don't know that he's wrong in that. Another NFL job, I don't know if he's wrong in that. There were reports that he was trying to get the Atlanta Falcons job, and somehow that went away quickly. He had 2 interviews, and they were like, yeah, no, we're going to go in a different direction, and they didn't hire him. And lo and behold, he ends up in North Carolina with a job. He's like, oh, okay. This is going to be terrible.
It's a weird fit.
This is going to be really bad, and it has been really bad. And if Vegas has you at 4.5 wins, and you're Bill Belichick, 5 wins is a winner in Vegas. Like, that's not Bill Belichick winning. Like, that's not what he's expected of. That's not what's expected of him, and that's not what you think of Bill Belichick. And he might not win 5 games. He might not win 4. So that's kind of putrid for a coach of Bill Belichick's, stature, his status, what he's done throughout his entire career.
Here's my thing, though. I'm not saying Paul Feinbaum's wrong in that Belichick decided to go tune-out North Carolina because he was bitter about not getting NFL jobs. The key part in that, though, is that he wasn't getting NFL jobs. The Falcons were interested. Then they decided to go with Raheem Morris. And as the story goes, Robert Kraft got in the ear of Arthur Blank, the owner for the Falcons. And he said, listen, you don't really want this guy in your locker room. He's going to do X, Y, and Z. So Arthur Blank decides, okay, we'll go with Raheem Morris. And Bill Belichick really didn't have any other offers. I think he had one other interview. It might have been with the Commanders. But eventually he's out of the NFL. Mm-hmm. If Bill Belichick still wants to coach, why not take a college job? Because he doesn't seem like he was ready to retire then.
No, he doesn't seem like he was ready to retire, but it seems like they were ready for him to retire. Like, they were ready to move on.
Patriots?
The Patriots and the NFL.
Sure. So,
Like,
but what I'm saying is just for him specifically.
If he wants to, but I think what Paul Feinbaum is saying, I don't want to speak for him, but it sounds like to me what he was saying is you couldn't get an NFL job, so you basically just took whatever job was available to you.
If he wants to coach, like Carey, if you're at the end of your career,
yeah,
didn't you make the flight to Tampa?
I did.
Okay.
And thought about making a flight to Canada.
Exactly.
Thought about it.
And why is that?
Because I love playing.
Exactly. If he loves coaching, why are we crushing him for going to? I know Bill Belichick's the ultimate turd bag.
100%. I can see that.
Turd bag.
I can see.
I'm using that to be I'm using that.
It's a term of endearment.
Like as a point to make. Like everybody hates Bill Belichick.
He loves hyperbole.
Thank you, Marsh. It's my game.
Term of endearment from Anthony.
Just got to make sure. That's
what are you? What are you the name police all of a sudden?
The Bill Belichick
You just crushed Cairo, a kid.
That's not, I didn't crush Cairo. Caillou. And let's get something straight. People in here are saying, "Oh, Jamie must not like kids with cancer. He's based." That's not true.
It's
not true.
They never said
right
Caillou.
Here. No, Caillou does not have
That's
cancer.
what I said. They never said Caillou had cancer.
The show's creators confirmed that his baldness was simply an artistic choice.
He was bald the entire time, Anthony. That kid never grew hair.
He had to have some sort of.
I don't know.
Fine.
I don't want to go there.
Okay. Anyways, if the man wanted to coach, why do we care? North Carolina gave him the job.
Nobody wanted to see that crap, man. Nobody wanted to see that crap.
Clearly, North Carolina
did. They did that because they
Pablo and North Carolina, they're all about it.
Coaching that team. That's the problem.
I don't think that's the problem at all.
I think it's a big problem. That
I think the problem is he went to college and his butt should have stayed in the NFL. He's not a college coach. This experiment was going to end poorly.
But look at the
there
team
was nothing to get.
It's a terrible team. If you put him in 100%,
he's no.
Yeah,
no.
Give him Ohio State. Watch what happens.
He's at. I don't think those people would come play. I don't actually. I don't. It's really bad, and I thought it was going to go really bad.
It hasn't happened.
No, it's bad right now in North Carolina.
It's a terrible team.
You can recruit whoever you want to recruit. The same players that Ohio State gets, he can get. It's not a draft. There's not a selection process.
You can't get those players unless you have some players on your team, though. Like, why the hell would I want to go to North Carolina?
But you're Bill Belichick.
Terrible players.
You're Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I can get NIL somewhere else, Bill.
That's what they gonna say when he said,
he picked the wrong door.
That was the only door open.
That's what you think. You don't know that.
Pretty much.
I think we do.
You guys want to hear a text?
Yeah.
Of course, from Two Beer Timmy. Oh, my God, guys. We don't have an NFL team. It's not even football or preseason or OTAs.
Timmy.
Stop talking football so much. It's ridiculous.
Hang on. We just got crap because we weren't talking sports. And now we talk sports, and Two Beer Timmy isn't happy about it.
Two Beer Timmy, we're not listening
Two Beer Timmy.
Go have another.
All right, hey, guys. I got an idea. Well, let's talk Cardinals. All right.
No, I don't want to do that.
No. Just listen.
Two Beer Timmy does not want to hear us talk sports.
No, two beer Timmy wants us to talk about the Cardinals. So this is what we're going to do.
Soccer again.
We're going to repeat all of our Cardinals takes. Next segment, we're going to do it for about 18 minutes. All right, and we're just going to repeat all the same stuff that you heard before.
Can we do something really awesome and just be completely hypothetical with all of our takes?
Why don't we do hypothetical Cardinals talk?
Yeah.
Expectations for the second half. What else?
Can we talk about what a contract extension would look like for Jordan Walker?
Yeah.
Because, the Cardinals don't have to offer him that. But
they don't, but I think it's good that we talk about it because, of course, it's our money.
Yeah. And we know better than the Cardinals.
All right. Marsh?
The survey, too, our entrance survey.
Could
do that.
We got the entrance survey, too. But I want to do it in conjunction with all the things I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Because, we don't spend 75% of shows talking Cardinals. So,
Let's do it now.
All right, let's do it here on 101 ESPN.
Hey, right now, Don's Garage Doors are offering a $29.95 tune-up special for your garage. And what this is for less than $30, you can have the industry experts, the technicians for Don's Garage Doors come out and actually run some diagnostics on how your garage door is working. And for that, you might be thinking to yourself, well, why do I need that? You may not think you need it now. But when you hit that button, or whether it's your garage door opener in your car, or inside your garage door, and the door all of a sudden doesn't open up, then you'll care. And for me, I didn't realize how the garage door opened and closed, and how fast it was going, how much it slammed at the end of the fact that it was closing, or the end of the closing. I didn't realize that was a lot of wear and tear going on with the motor, and the motor shouldn't be lasting only 10 years or so. It should be lasting much longer than that. But if you don't have the right garage door setup, then your motor's good. You're going to be replacing your motor much more than you should, and that's a lot of cost. That's certainly more than $30. So again, give Don's Garage Doors a call at 866-4-DON-STORE or visit donsgaragedoors.com. And for less than $30, it's an easy way to keep your door opening and operating safely and smoothly, and potentially avoiding a major expensive pair down the road. If you've been thinking about a completely new garage door, you can save $500 right now on a new insulated garage door with 0 payments for 12 months, fast financing approvals, and no surprise fees just for choosing Don's Garage Doors. Again, that number is 866-4-DON-STORE or visit donsgaragedoors.com. Time for our Cardinals Diamondbacks entrance survey. Which pitcher under the microscope heading into the series against Arizona are you choosing? So for right, wrong, or indifferent, well, maybe not indifferent, but for right or wrong, positively or negatively, which pitcher do you have under the microscope this series against Arizona? You guys want the pitchers?
Yeah, I know it's McGreevy tonight.
You got Michael McGreevy tonight?
No.
You've got... actually, we don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Son of a
I
bean.
saw the list. The the 5 guys, the last 2 guys are Leahy and Liberatore. So I think it goes McGreevy, May, Palante, I believe.
May pitched right before the All-Star break.
It's been
a few days?
Yeah.
You got time?
Yeah.
Matthew Liberatore.
He's not pitching.
I don't know that.
I just told you.
Matthew Liberatore for me, too.
Thank you.
You guys are...
Anthony gets it?
Yep.
Why don't you?
All right, Matthew Liberatore.
So it's McGreevy, May, Palante. MLB.com.
Thank you, Marshy.
Thank you, Jamie. He hates when we don't listen to him.
Let's go with...
Well, I say a lot of dumb stuff, okay? But when I'm sure about something,
that's why sometimes we just keep it going.
A little respect around here.
Let's go
Dustin
with...
May. He's my pick.
Old Dusty May? How come?
Well, because it's been a roller coaster with this guy. And I think McGreevy's been pretty consistent. I think Palante's been pretty consistent. And then Dustin May... he's had ups and downs this year. Started terrible, then got really good, then had some bumps in the road. So I'm just curious to see what version of Dustin May will get out of the break.
Okay.
You hate it?
Nope. I'm going to go with Dustin May as well.
For sure. Got to get that pitching going so we can trade you at the deadline.
Or keep you.
Or not.
Just pitch well so we can either trade you or keep you.
Pitch well so we can trade you. Get you back in the off season. We're all just chatting.
They called that the old...
Sorry. Did I run it?
In fairness to Kerry, I was
still talking. I wasn't done.
He hadn't finished his thought. In fairness to Kerry.
Thank you, Jamie. He was pissed off he was kind of pissed off that he was trying to take it, and I was still talking.
Yeah.
They call that the old Aroldis. Marsh, who do you have?
For me, it's Andre Palante. His last outing, he gave up 6 earned runs against Milwaukee. Now, that's a good baseball team. Before that, against Chicago, he did really well. 5 hits, 5 2/3 innings. Pitched, no earned runs. But then before that, Miami gave up 5 earned runs. So he's sort of the last 3 outings for him. It's been bad start, good start, bad start. You want to go even further than that? Well, he took on Arizona before they took on Miami, and he only gave up 1 earned run in 6 innings pitched. Can he do something similar against a team that is right on the Cardinals' heels in that wild card race?
All right, Marsh, what is the biggest storyline, your biggest storyline heading into the series?
Well, I think for me, it's to continue playing the way they did in the first half. Can they keep pushing towards the wild card? They're 1 game out. Miami's taking on Milwaukee, so you hope that the Cardinals can gain some ground. They did heading into the All-Star break when Miami lost to Cleveland, and the Cardinals won that series against the Braves. So can you win these games, hoping that Milwaukee takes care of business like they have for most of the season, and then inchworm your way back into the wild card?
Carey.
Man, just keep performing the way you have. I want to continue to see Jordan Walker, come out and hopefully continue that home run derby can be a catalyst for more home runs, in the second half. Starting tonight. Go hit 3 of them, young man.
Jamie.
Did the home run derby ruin Jordan Walker's swing? I want to see if that happened.
Think we'll find out in one series?
Probably
pretty effortless.
Probably first at bat.
Okay.
But apart from that, probably like Kerry said, Jordan Walker. Just want to see, his confidence and his swagger coming out of that whole thing there, and if he's able to put together the last piece of the season the way we think he's going to.
For me, it's kind of similar to what Marsh said about the wild card race, because you are at 50 and 45. The Diamondbacks at 49 and 47. You're in a similar spot. So it's not necessarily about what you do against the Milwaukee Brewers of the world in the second half. It is what you do against the Miami Marlins, although maybe they're done with the Marlins. But it's about what you do against these other wild card teams. You got to give yourself a leg up. So that for me is the biggest storyline when it comes to the Cardinals. All right, Marshy, prediction.
I think the Cardinals, I think they win this series. The last series, the offense was a little suspect whenever they took on Arizona, but these are key games heading into August, right? This is where the Cardinals collapsed last season. Now, whatever you feel about last year's team, I think we feel like this team, for whatever reason, we believe in this team a little bit more than last year, even though the records were pretty similar at this spot. But this is a key stretch. I think that they start off hot, and I think it's a different story than what we saw last year.
Carey.
2 out of 3.
Cardinals. Okay. Jamie.
Yeah, same. I'm with Carey. 2 out of 3.
Sweep. Cardinals. Wow. Cardinals posted that they had selected the contract of right-handed pitcher Scott Blewett.
That sounds reassuring.
He will wear number 66, guys. Number 66. Left-handed pitcher JoJo Romero has been placed on the 15-day IL. He's going to have his appendix removed, gentlemen.
Oh, that's awful.
Ooh,
appendicitis for him.
That's tough.
Retroactive to July 14. So again, JoJo Romero has been placed on the 15-day IL. He's with appendicitis. Another move, corresponding move. Catcher Yoel Pozo has been designated for assignment. So it looks like the
hate to see it, man.
Yoel Pozo era for the Cardinals is over.
Hate to see it.
Unless, he could stay with the order.
That's a tough one.
He could pass through waivers, and Cardinals decided to bring him back. Good story.
Great story.
Yeah. All right. Expectations for the Cardinals in the second half, guys. Jamie.
I thought I said earlier I don't really have any expectations, but
Carey.
65 and 2.
Marshy.
I expect them to continue what they're doing. They're going to lose some games,
but win series.
I think they're going to continue to win series, much like you just said. There will be some bumps in the road, but I think what this team has proved, at least in the first half, is that they know how to battle through adversity. And we mentioned it, I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, the amount of losses that have not compiled up. I believe 4 is the number. That's the biggest losing streak that this team has had. So I think they've put themselves in a really good spot post All-Star break. Now it just comes down to what happens at the trade deadline. If they make some moves, does that shake up the clubhouse? I would like to think it doesn't, based on what they have built so far. But I expect this team to be competitive and play really fun baseball for us St. Louis fans, hopefully into September and hopefully into October.
Marshy, right back to you. You brought up the trade deadline. Are these guys buyers, sellers, or do they merely stand pat at the deadline?
I think at the end of the day, I think they'll be sellers.
Okay. Pure sellers. So like JoJo Romero, assuming he is ready to go in time. JoJo Romero gone. Like Riley O'Brien gone, Dustin May gone. Like true sellers. Mike sellers.
I don't know about all
Fullback
three.
for the Washington Redskins.
I don't know about all three, but I think that there will be a move, and I don't know if I want this to happen, but I think there will be a move where people are like, look where we're at.
So they'll be pissed, is what you're saying.
Maybe.
Lars Nootbaar.
Jamie.
What?
Buyers, sellers, stand pat, or some combination of the two.
Give me the combo.
Combo platter?
Give me the combo platter, please.
Okay, you want a little combo platter there.
I would.
You want to supersize that, or?
Just the fries.
Got it. Carey.
I would say they're probably going to be sellers. With
full selling.
Yeah, full sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. I mean, you get something in return, so. But, yeah, they're going to sell and get some things that are. And I don't think that means that they're not trying to win. So take that. Anthony. You know what I mean?
Some people are going to say, Carey, that the two things aren't mutually exclusive or are mutually exclusive.
Well, those people.
So if they sell, they're not trying to win. That's what they'll say.
They can be wrong. Because you're telling those other guys on the roster that, yeah, we traded a few guys away, but we want you to lose now? Mm-hmm. You think Ollie wants to lose? You watch that man manage?
I do.
You think he wants to lose? That man is fiery.
Not with a backward hat like that.
Heck no. He wants to win, brother.
Marshy.
Do you think this next stretch of games has any impact on what they do at the trade deadline? You have Arizona, the Angels. Then you play Arizona for that one game. Then you have the Reds. You take on the Cubs for 4 series, and then you start off August. You end the tail end of July against the Blue Jays. You know, you go to Toronto. But do you have any? Is there anything in you that thinks that maybe they'll use this next stretch as some sort of way to justify whatever they do?
I don't.
Do you think they've already made their decision?
I think the plan was made early in the season.
I think it all depends on what they get in return.
But I think the plan is the plan, and they're going to try and maximize it.
I think it depends on the return.
All right. Okay. I don't think it depends on those games, though.
Jordan Walker, does he get a contract extension? Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got there? 12 years, 350?
I don't know. Okay. I'll let his agent handle it.
Carey.
I'm his agent.
And?
We're looking at all options right now.
Okay. Marshy.
What time frame are we looking at?
Within the next year.
Next year?
Within the next year.
Within the next year.
Could be today, could be a year from now.
Ooh.
July 17th.
Within the next year? Yeah, I do.
All right.
What do you think it looks like?
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to put those numbers together. We tried doing that yesterday, and
didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
All right. There you go, Captain Redbeard. Here's your Cardinals. Hope you loved it.
Captain Redbeard.
Hope you loved it. Hope you appreciated it. And I hope that your anger is dissipated. You know, now that I think about it, guys, maybe this is why Patrick H. was so upset with us that day.
We didn't talk sports?
No, well, because, you know, like...
It was a Freedom Friday, so...
He should be mad at himself.
I mean, we could have been talking anything other than sports on that day.
Maybe he got confused.
Would have made him mad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Biggest question of the day next on 101 ESPN.
Well, a lot of action in Major League Baseball tonight. The All-Star break over. One game last night, lots of them tonight. And I like the Blue Jays on the money line, minus 136. Also like the Cubs. I know that sounds terrible. On the money line, minus 150. Like the Astros at minus 117. Right there, that is a 3-game parlay put together. And you can do that over at Circa Sports. It's a great app available right now. You got to go to the App Store or the Google Play Store, and you click on the white logo. Once you do that, you can get going with Circa Sports. Right there, again, the parlay, they've got player props available on a nightly basis. They have the best odds of any app that is on the market. If you don't believe me, go download one of those other apps and check out the odds. You'll see that Circa Sports is always on top. They got bigger payouts, high betting limits. It's extremely user-friendly, and they celebrate your winnings. They don't cap you, block you, or stop you from continuing. No, they celebrate that. They want you to have fun using the Circa Sports app. So for any more information regarding Circa Sports or the app, you can always go to circasports.com. Again, please visit circasports.com. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. means we got a lineup out. We'll play the lineup game here in the fast lane. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, and our guy Anthony Stalter. We said it earlier. We have Michael McGreevy, Michael McGreevy on the bump for your Redbirds. And Marshy, who have we got tossing for the opposition?
We have Merrill Kelly, RHP.
He is an RHP. Yeah, you know me. All right, Carey, you want to start this off?
Yeah, show us JJ Weatherholt.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Let's go with the hype man next. Show us Ivan Herrera.
What's your favorite position?
Designated hitter.
That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you.
I almost asked you who's pitching.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. That would have been all time.
Little AB here, guys.
Yeah.
Show us Alec Burleson.
Yeah.
He's not some magic star.
What? You're insane. He's a huge star at this specific sliver of time.
Carey, I'm going to let you have this one, buddy.
Show us Jordan Walker.
That one touched the ground. That one touched the ground.
Yeah. What's going on there? I'm just fixing something that's been bugging me.
Wait a minute. What have we here?
Got to go back to Newt here, huh?
Yeah.
Show us that Newt bar.
Captain, you hear me? On your left.
Show us Mason Wynn.
Shortstop. That's right. Now and forever. Forever and ever. Shortstop.
We aren't in the top 10.
Wait.
This is bull.
He's the best in the business.
Best arm in baseball.
All right. This is where we've been getting stuck a lot lately. Is this Fermin? Is it? I don't think it's Blaze. Blaze is usually 8th.
Is it Crooks?
Church. Who's catching?
Yeah.
Who's on first?
I think Herrera's been catching McGreevy for most of the season. Well, that was the pattern early, but now they've kind of bopped that around a little bit.
So then this would be a DH.
I think that this is either Fermin, Church, or Fermin or Church.
I think it's Fermin.
I'll go with Fermin. Show us. Were we good with that?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Show us Jose Fermin.
What a shame.
No, I'm not good at that.
Thanks.
Carey, what the hell are you doing?
Seriously? Okay, who do you think? No. You do the other one you said it was.
Show us Nathan Church.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones.
Hey. I know you. I know you.
Trying to do.
You wanted me to fail. And you know what, Carey? If the roles reversed, I would want you for you to fail.
I knew right away. As soon as he was disappointed.
Yes. And then he goes, "Did you see him? His face was so disappointed, and he looked down to write down Church and goes, 'Good job, Anthony.'"
All right. Is this Blaze Jordan?
No, I think it's Fermin.
Okay.
There's no way Fermin's not in this lineup. Babe Ruth now.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
Show us the Ferminator.
Hello, local utility.
What? He's a piece, all right.
Piece of correctness.
Oh, man.
Something.
Who's here?
All right, so we got a second baseman. We don't know Herrera right now. First base.
Who's our
catcher?
DH? Who's the catcher?
Right field.
DH is Herrera's the DH.
I think he's catching.
Shortstop, center field, third base. I think this is one of the catchers.
I think it's a catcher.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Who do you think?
It's probably Pedro.
No, it could be Jimmy Crooks, and he might be the DH.
Mm-hmm.
You put your DH in the 9 hole.
I don't know. I don't care where you put it, Carey.
Wait a minute.
Show us. Wow. Jimmy Crooks.
Who are you?
I'm nobody.
No. I know you. He was at that party with me, the one I was telling you about.
I don't believe you.
Remember? He's Jimmy's brother, the guy, the singer.
I bet you Crooks is catcher. That's my guess. All right, Marsh, run it.
All right, leading off, second baseman JJ Weatherholt batting second. Your DH, Ivan Herrera, batting third, playing first base. Alec Burleson, your cleanup hitter, in right field, home run derby champ, Jordan Walker. Batting 5th in left field, Lars Nootbaar. Batting 6th, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting 7th in center field, Nathan Church. Batting 8th and playing third base is Jose Fermin. And batting 9th and catching, Jimmy Crooks.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go fair, go fair!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
All right, Marsh, you're now destroying us to the point where we probably can't catch up, but we're going to play anyways.
That's not true.
You picked up 5 points, fiver, after having Jordan Walker in the home run derby. So Marsh has got 20, I've got 16, Jamie has 13 points, Carey with 6.
I'm going to go with the guy that was at the home run derby.
Ollie?
Herrera.
Good teammate. Someone said this guy might as well as be Babe Ruth. Give me Jose Fermin. He was in Philly as a fan, rooting on his teammates.
All right, give me Jordan Walker. Jamie?
Why would you pick him?
Home run champ.
That's it?
Best home run hitter in the Cardinals. Trying to win here.
I like Alec Burleson tonight.
Alec Burleson.
Give me, you know what? Give me J.J. Weatherholt.
J.J. Weatherholt. All right, there you have it. There's your lineup game and your home run derby here on 101 ESPN. All right, I guess we got the biggest question next on 101 ESPN.
time for the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
We need a new Beat the Streak contestant, so if you want to play Beat the Streak, Air Comfort Service text lines 314-399-9646. Marsh, what do you got for biggest question of the day?
All right, the biggest question is, have sports gotten worse because of these three things? What are those three things? Well, Greg Giannotti of WFan Sports went on, I don't want to call it like a tirade, or he just had a take on the three worst things in sports currently. Let's take a listen and we'll answer the question.
There's three examples that have gone on in pro sports that I don't think you can argue that things are worse now than they were. And it's not just an old man take. It's just someone having experience in the way that the games have changed. It's just not as entertaining. Like, I'm sorry. Now, maybe it's a recency thing, or maybe I forget what it was like really when I was watching these games, but I don't think so. And those three examples is one, we just talked about it with the strikeout not being as big of a deal and the launch angle and it's home run or bust or all of that stuff in baseball. We've talked about it a million times. The other one is when bad NBA teams shoot too many three-pointers and everybody tries to be the Golden State Warriors dynasty when they don't have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Bad product.
And I think another one is the NFL officiating when it comes to hits and trying to protect players. Now, I totally understand why, and the lawsuits and the movie concussion, and you want to keep the quarterbacks healthy, but there's just so much of that ticky-tack nonsense where I'm going to tap a guy on the helmet and all of a sudden it's a 15-yard penalty that affects the game. So those three things in those three sports, to me, it's indisputable that the product is not as good as it was.
Do you think those three things, as of right now, are, I don't want to say ruining sports, but like they have gotten significantly worse since you guys grew up watching basketball, football, baseball?
Sure. Carey?
The three-pointers is definitely a problem. Like, it's like watching a pickup game at your favorite local gym where guys are just chucking up threes. If you go watch a pickup game at some place where older gentlemen are playing, you see guys shooting threes, not getting back on defense. It does look like a rec league game at times. The NFL, the hitting, I'm an offensive guy, and I'm just completely thrown off when people barely tap somebody, specifically quarterbacks. Like, you tap the quarterback and, oh, it's a personal foul. You rough the passer. Does he have on pads, sir? Is he fully equipped? I think so. He should be hit. And sometimes that just drives me crazy. So those two things for sure are problematic in my opinion. But that's kind of where we are. Mm-hmm. Like teams, we were talking about the analytics of baseball and how teams are on the bench telling players what pitch to throw next. Well, the NBA uses analytics and says, why would you take a 2 when a 3 is more? Mm-hmm. You make half of them. Hell, you made more. Like, that's the thought process. The mid-range jumper, oh, we don't need to shoot 2-pointers. You want to come sit down next to me, shoot a jumper inside the arc. That's how people look at it. It's either a dunk, layup, or a 3-pointer. So I think that makes it for a bad, unless, again, like he said, unless you have Steph Curry, somebody that you know can shoot it. I'm going to make more of them than he misses generally. Yeah, but otherwise, a lot of these guys shouldn't be shooting threes like that.
Jamie, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the three-pointers in the NBA. I find look, I'm not a basketball guy. I find it a hard watch to begin with, let alone when you're doing that. At least, you know, when I used to like to watch basketball, there was a lot more physicality and, you know, a lot more down low. Like, the big guy down low was very important for you. Not that he's less important now, but the ball's being kicked out to the outside now a lot more.
Right.
So I do think that there's something to certainly in that comment. As far as the physicality one, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, hey, look, I wish it was more physical without sounding like a Neanderthal. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, really, like you said, I wish a guy could, oh, you like concussions, huh? You like those guys with CTE when they pass away? No, I don't.
Yeah, right.
In fact, I'm probably going to be one of those guys. So it is what it is. But, I do think the physicality in physical sports is okay. Do I think, leading with your helmet into some other guy's face mask, do I think that's okay? I don't really like to see that. Or somebody jumping and elbow smashing a guy's face into the glass in a hockey game. Could do without that, but not so much to where you're taking physicality out of the game. But then again, you got to look at it moving forward too. The people like Carey and I and you and older remember all these crazy, wild, violent games. 15 to 25-year-olds, they don't really remember that. They don't know what that is, so they're not missing that. So for this guy to say, well, that's the problem, it's not really, because
it's a problem for you.
It's a problem for you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because the game, hockey's changed so much, football's changed, the game has changed so much that the younger viewer now doesn't know the old game.
Right.
So they don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, it is. It's a good point. In fact, if you watch some of these games, those games from the 90s, you might think to yourself, like, holy smokes, this is a brawl?
Eric.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So really what we're talking about here, the first two things on his list, the K or bust and the bad NBA team shooting threes. The NFL officiating's cracked down for exactly why he said it. It's the concussion lawsuits. Plus, nobody wants to watch a league full of backup quarterbacks. So they protect the quarterback, right, wrong, or indifferent. I know. So let's eliminate the NFL officiating because I don't think it goes with the other two. What I find interesting about the K or bust and the bad NBA teams, all they shoot is threes. I don't think it's just bad NBA teams. I think it's all NBA teams. They just fall in love with the three. Yeah. In the NFL, you have generations of schemes or systems that come in and they come back out. And then they come in and they come back out. There's cycles. You had for the longest time, everybody believed that you had to just play 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
Don't put the ball in the air. 3 things could happen. 2 of them are bad. Like that whole thing. Then you had, Don Coryell and some of the air raid guys that came in and said, well, you know what? Why don't we make the defenses have to defend the entire field?
Yes.
So you had those, the spread offense came about. The point is, there's cycles in the NFL where teams are like, okay, we're going to do this for a while, then it's copycat lead, then we're going to zig while everybody's zagging, then everybody, it changes constantly. In Major League Baseball, teams figured out, well, if we hit a bunch of home runs, just like in the threes, those are going to count. Those are instant runs. So what if we just all try to hit home runs now? And we're not going to care about the strikeout because we are going to try to unload, and we're not worried about necessarily bunting or putting the ball in play and just making contact. In the 90s, the 80s, a lot of high contact guys. The problem is that hasn't cycled out. It came in and it stayed.
Yeah.
The NBA threes, it came in and it stayed. Yep. Nobody is willing to get off of this approach. And until more teams do, and they win that way, we're going to continue to see this.
Right.
To his point, it does become less entertaining. And here's why. The home run is one element of baseball. One. There are other ways that you can get on base, score, move runners over, all that. So you're missing it. You've become one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And I don't think being one-dimensional at anything is very good. NBA, same deal. You became one-dimensional. You're not going to go in the paint. You're not going to have the guys to do it. You're just going to take the threes and not play defense. And it has become a less entertaining product. So until, again, a team figures out we'll do something differently and we'll win with it, and the rest of the league will start to copy it. Unfortunately, I think with baseball and NBA, you're going to continue to see it. So that's my thoughts on that.
I think you're right on, man.
NHL, Jamie, what do you think with the NHL? Like, do you feel as though there's some different styles that at least get mixed throughout the league?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, the NHL's I think it's in a great spot. You're seeing teams that have a tremendous amount of skill. Like when you look at the Edmonton Oilers with Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, the Colorado Avalanche. But then look at the teams that are winning. Mm-hmm. Like look at Florida. Florida's changed the landscape. They've gone back in time a little bit. and gotten big and physical, and they're challenging their opponents on a nightly basis to engage physically. Some teams have gotten completely away from that. The Carolina Hurricanes just won the Stanley Cup. I wouldn't consider them to be an extremely physical team. In fact, had they run into a Florida Panthers team again this year that was healthy, I don't know if they would have made it past Florida. But they didn't have to deal with Florida, right. And they play a wide-open game. They're very aggressive on their forecheck, very aggressive in the neutral zone, and they're the Stanley Cup champions. So I do think that different styles of game are in the NHL right now, and that's because GMs are building their teams a certain way based on the players that they have.
Do you think if Steph Curry, going back to the NBA side of this, do you think if Steph Curry wasn't the player that he is, that we know him for, if basketball looks different, the NBA game?
Yeah.
If he just doesn't exist.
I think Steph Curry ushered in a new era.
There's always been great three-point shooters, but not to this level in the way that he goes about it.
Yeah, we talk about icons in sports. Steph Curry is an icon. Steph Curry changed the way that NBA teams viewed offense. So absolutely, if he doesn't exist, I mean, maybe a different version comes about. Maybe you're still, the analytic guys still say, hey, why aren't we shooting more threes? They're worth more. Maybe that still happens, but I do think Steph Curry ushered in that new era.
Do you feel that way about the home run race back in the late 90s? Do you think that shaped baseball into what it is now, or do you think it was something else?
That was a steroid era, yeah. I think that exists in a vacuum.
Yep.
It's the steroid era changed the direction of Major League Baseball at the time. Not necessarily the game, the popularity of it.
I think that people started getting paid tons of money for hitting home runs. Then that's all that mattered. Like, why would I not swing for the fences when I'm going to get paid $20 to $30 million a year if I do so?
Matt Holliday said the exact same things to us when we used to have him on religiously. Matt Holliday said that very thing. Like, why am I bunting? I'll just hit a home run.
I hit a home run.
I get paid to hit home runs. These pitchers are throwing 99 with sink. I get paid for that.
Yeah.
I saw a video last night on X. It was like 5 minutes long of some of the best bunts in Major League Baseball history, as of recently. And in one of the clips, a young Albert Pujols dropped down a bunt.
Did he?
In like a key situation, and I just laughed. I'm like, this guy hit over 700 home runs, and here's a video of him laying down a bunt in a key situation.
Good for him.
You just don't really see that as much anymore.
No, and I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of the veteran players, when you hear them talk, they're so disgusted, because it does take some of the intelligence out of the game. We like to talk about guys that, like Greg Maddux, and the story that, who was it, Javi Lopez shared about, or maybe it was Greg Maddux himself, giving up the home run on purpose to
Jeff Bagwell.
Was it Bagwell? It was Jeff Bagwell, knowing that they could face the Astros again in the postseason, and he was going to face Bagwell at some point in a crucial spot, and Bagwell's going to remember that, and Maddux was going to get him out, and he did. Like, some of that has been taken away because of, I'm just going to go up there, hit a piss missile, and, I struck out, no big deal, I'll try it again. It's taken some of that. I'm not saying all, but some of the intelligence out of the game.
Well, that's why we have AI, right? To bring that intelligence back, that artificial intelligence.
I don't think Allen Iverson's playing baseball.
Oh,
I don't think he's coming out
yet.
of. I don't think he's coming out of retirement.
Like he couldn't, though. He's a hell of an athlete.
Hell of an athlete.
We've seen basketball players play baseball before.
Yeah, we have. We absolutely have. Allen Iverson on your Mount Rushmore of athletes, just pure athleticism.
I don't know about that.
He was one of my favorite players ever.
Pure athleticism. Not some odd production player, but just pure athleticism.
Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah.
Loved him as
he was awesome.
I enjoyed watching him.
Athletically. Incredible. Well, really good player, too, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Like Bo Jackson is.
Well, yeah, that's a different level.
If his hip doesn't explode, we're talking about one of the greatest ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian Jordan. Deion Sanders.
Deion athletically. Unbelievable.
I mean, Brian was an all-pro safety.
Yeah, he was.
Before he decided to call it quits on the football field and go play baseball for 12 seasons.
It was awesome.
Like, who the hell does that?
Yeah.
Like, how does one do that?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of Brian Jordan without thinking of Rafe.
Mm-hmm. They made amends.
They did.
So the story, as the story goes, Rafe was young. He had his buddy there and saw Brian Jordan outside the Cardinals clubhouse, asked him for an autograph, and Brian Jordan, I guess, had a phone call or something like that. He goes, "No, not now." Rolled up the window. We had the home run derby, the last home run derby we had a couple of years ago against the Riz Show. Brian Jordan happened to be there. Rafe told the story. Brian Jordan heard it. And Brian Jordan made sure that he signed stuff for Rafe, and Brian Jordan couldn't have been a cooler dude.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
There was a reason, a very specific reason, that he said no to the autograph. Like, Rafe in the time didn't know it, but then Brian explained it to us that day in the clubhouse. He's got a call from somebody. I think maybe he was battling with...
There was something.
Yeah.
Either way.
Caught him at a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Brian Jordan made up for it.
He was awesome, man.
Many years away. Yeah, he was great. All right. That was when I called the timeout, and he goes, "Do it for the Falcons." I will, Brian Jordan. I will. All right. We can combine the next couple of segments here. We got Beat the Streak, Bet the Board, and if there's time, we'll do some daily drops next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals get back to it tonight. They take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Michael McGreevy on the mound. He'll go up against Merrill Kelly. First pitch is at 8:40. The Cardinals currently sit one game back of the Miami Marlins for that final wild card spot. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You ready to hit?
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Who do we got for Beat the Streak?
We have Curtis.
What's up, Curtis?
What's up, guys?
Not much. Appreciate you playing with us today. Marsh, what are the latest streaks?
All right, so Carey has a streak of 2. Jamie has a streak of 1. Anthony, you and I are at 0. And, of course, we welcome Curtis onto the show for Beat the Streak.
I demand a recount.
That's funny. Give me J.J. Weatherholt.
Okay. Jamie?
Herrera.
All right. Curtis, my man Martin.
I feel like he's had enough rest over the break. Give me Nathan Church.
Curtis says, take me to church. Marshy.
I'll go Jordan Walker.
With the old walk show, huh? Was it the last time the Cardinals played the Diamondbacks, they couldn't get out Ketel Marte? If I remember correctly. Why don't you give me Ketel Marte? All right. CD took J.J. Weatherholt. Jamie took Ivan Herrera. Curtis took Nathan Church. Marsh went with Jordan Walker. I went with Ketel Marte. Curtis, have a great weekend. Good luck to you. Hopefully Church gets a hit tonight, and we'll talk to you again on Monday.
Yeah, you guys too. You guys have a good weekend. Love your show.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks,
Take care, man.
Have a good one. Bye.
From Beat the Streak to Bet the Board. All right, Marsh. Hit us with those standings.
All right, Anthony, you were the only one to pick up a point last night in the Phillies-Mets game. So you will start us off. You have 5 points. I have 4. Jamie with 4. Carey with 3.
All right, boys. Now that we got Major League Baseball, at least a full slate back, why don't we go with the LA Dodgers at minus 114 tonight. They are facing Garrett Cole and the Yankees, but I got a good feeling about this Dodgers team in the second half. Even though I hate
You like the Dodgers, huh?
Nah, I don't.
You know what the blue glasses ain't?
I hate them.
You can wear them.
Hate the Dodgers.
Then you should go.
And if they lose for me tonight, they're dead to me.
You going the Dodgers over the Yankees?
Yes.
What is Mr.
I hope your
Stalter
father's
thinking?
not listening.
What is he thinking in this moment? He is shamed.
I don't think so. I think they only listen to the Gauntlet and then they turn this program off.
I hope he's listening right now. I hope he's sitting around the radio with some of his friends, and they are all appalled right now.
Well, they used to be his friends.
They just stopped being his friends just
against
now.
the Yankees. They're gone.
Man. And I've seen your father.
Mm-hmm.
That man does not look like he plays around.
No, he certainly doesn't.
And who the hell is this sitting outside your car?
Dude, somebody's blocking your car.
Oh, won't let you in.
I won't leave. All right, man. All right. Yeah, that's weird. Thanks, Carey. Oh, wait.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Wait. I think it's my dad.
My bad. Good day, you two.
Have a great one, sir.
All right, now.
Yep. All right, who's up next? Marshy?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Michael McGreevy, 3+ strikeouts tonight, and that is at minus 146.
Okay.
To me?
Jamie?
Yes.
Next.
Last.
Give me Mama Rivers Blue Jays on the money line. Minus 136.
And I'm right there with you on the Dodgers. Give me Freddie Freeman. 1.5. Hits, runs, and RBI.
There you go. Good man. Good stuff. Way to go, Carey Davis.
You're welcome.
All right. So Cardinals tonight in action versus Merrill Kelly. Michael McGreevy will be on the mound if you miss the lineup game. Second baseman J.J. Weatherholt will lead off. DH Ivan Herrera will hit second. First baseman Alec Burleson will hit third. Jordan Walker is your cleanup hitter. He's playing in right. Lars Nootbaar, your left fielder, hitting fifth. Mason Wynn is hitting sixth and playing short. Nathan Church, your center fielder, is hitting seventh. Jose Fermin is playing third base and hitting eighth. Jimmy Crooks is your catcher, and he is hitting ninth. Other news around the sporting world right now. Herbert is currently in the lead right now. Lucas Herbert is currently in the lead at the Herbert. No, at the Open.
Cousin.
Nope, it's not. I don't think it is.
I think it is.
I think they're from different countries altogether.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they can't be cousins.
Doesn't mean they're not related, Anthony.
Yeah?
That's true. Yeah. All right, so Justin Herbert's cousin's apparently leading things here at the Open.
Maybe it's Kirk Herbert's cousin.
Maybe it's Kirk Cousins Herbert. I still don't like how you guys did that, though.
That wasn't us. It was a texture.
But you guys agreed to it. You said, that's perfect.
I darn sure did.
It's not perfect.
Kirk Herbert.
They said Justin Herbert is basically a younger version of Kirk Cousins.
Oh.
Yeah, wrong.
First of all, Justin Herbert hasn't made $1 billion to do nothing.
Not yet. How many playoff wins has Justin Herbert got?
0.
How many Kirk Cousins got?
1.
Mm-hmm. So technically, Kirk is probably better if we're looking at the picture as a whole.
What'd you call me?
It's like trying to put Stevie Y in the same conversation as Gershie.
It might piss somebody off.
It might.
Do that.
It might.
They both got promotions. That was my biggest point.
He's still bothered by that.
It's unbelievable.
You said,
It's one thing for you to not like your dad's Yankees, but to come after Steve Yzerman for no reason at all, it's disgusting, quite honestly.
Jamie, you said, and I quote, Stevie Y got a promotion.
Yeah.
And I said, like Gershie.
Gershie didn't get a promotion.
He did.
No, he did. He changed to, like, birthday parties and special events.
He didn't. No. He's a coordinator of special events.
Yeah, has nothing to do with baseball.
It has special.
Everything.
It has special in the title.
To do with baseball.
It's special right there in the title.
Baseball
He's special.
related.
You know, Anthony, you're special.
Thank you.
I don't think.
But I don't have special in the title, though.
I don't think he meant that as a compliment.
I did. I'm going to take it as that.
Yeah, you should, Anthony.
Thank you. But it's still not special in my title. Gershie's got special right there in the title.
But people know you're special.
Thank you.
Again.
What?
Appreciate you, Jamie.
That's a compliment, Anthony.
Since when is that not a compliment?
No, I don't think it was.
I don't understand.
Sounds very rude. I'm looking out for you, brother.
I'm taking it as Jamie thinks I'm special.
He does.
And
both inside and out. That's how I feel.
A lot of people feel the same way.
Thanks,
they
man.
Think you're special.
Thank you. You just brightened up my day, Jamie. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll let this Carey Davis bring you down.
And with that compliment, why don't we go to criticisms and compliments next on 101 ESPN. Love shopping at Auto Centers Nissan this month. They've got over 1,000 new and used vehicles all in one location, right off 555 in Herculaneum, Missouri. So we're talking about one lot, one website, and I'll give you that website and the details and a special offer that they have exclusively online at AutoCentersNissan.com in a second. But bottom line, they got one place to find the right ride without spending your day or your weekend, if you're going out there this weekend looking for cars. going to dealership. If you go to AutoCentersNissan.com, you can browse the full inventory. They got new Nissans, they got used trucks, SUVs, cars, and much more. And they have vehicles for every budget. And right now, new and used prices have been marked down by the thousands to make room for incoming units. If you're looking for new vehicles, 2026 Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, and Frontier models are available with 0% APR for up to 60 months. Plus, every new Nissan comes with their 30-day return promise. Buyers can also take advantage of no money down and no payments for up to 6 months on select new and used vehicles. And before you go in, go to AutoCentersNissan.com, pick the vehicle you want, and look for the green Claim My Buyer's Bonus button to unlock up to an additional $1,000 off the sales price exclusively online. Again, head out to Herculaneum this weekend. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan and AutoCentersNissan.com. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tower and Auto Centers 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Shaver Company. Okay, do you want to lead off with the mic drop there, Marsh?
Yeah. Let's do criticisms,
All right, criticisms and compliments, and then go to the mic drop.
Criticisms and compliments. Presented by Bet365. With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything.
So this is from Gary. Gary was a Bet the Board winner, and he came in earlier today to hang out, get some stuff signed.
Very nice gentleman.
Very nice.
Yes.
So he left us a mic drop.
Hey, just a quick one. It's nothing to do with sports. Well, it is kind of. I was very lucky to come in to meet you four gentlemen today, and you guys have a fantastic show. The way you play off each other is funny as hell. But to meet you in person, you're very, very good people. And I appreciate it today. And I look forward to watching you every single day. All right. Thanks.
Gary, that was awesome, man. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you. That was very nice. You didn't have to. Yeah, he was very nice.
Very cool. Gary with 2 R's.
Gary with 2 R's.
Good dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep.
So glad you came in. Glad we were able to sign some stuff for you. And congratulations on a dub, man. Was he the last?
No, so that was in March, if I'm not mistaken. Our latest winner was Michael.
Okay. So, well, Gary, appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, let's head to the Air Comfort Service text line. Of course, like most days, we're going to head to Curb Stomp. Today's show as a whole, Porta Potty Trolls, has been a Friday banger. What I learned today is that you shouldn't challenge Stoltz in the Gauntlet. He's on a heater. Another great week. Have a great weekend, fellas. Man soda time. Hashtag shout out to the Snake Pit.
That is a criticism.
What?
What?
You have a criticism?
No, I was listening. Don't challenge Stalter in the lineup game. That's my criticism.
Oh.
Boo.
Well,
Jamie gets it.
I mean, I thought we were a team when we do the lineup game.
We are.
Like you're not challenging me.
Yay.
No, I saw with my own damn eyes. Anthony got it right. You were angry.
I said good job.
That's what you did. Before that, you go back, check out the YouTube.
Said good job.
Yeah, you could say things verbally, but mean the exact opposite.
I don't know what you mean.
And I think that's exactly what happened.
I actually told him good job. I was proud of him.
I think your intention was not to, in fact, wish me a good job. So.
I thought you did a good job.
It's Jamie and I noticed it.
I know exactly what happened.
Yeah. I think you all are, picking on me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, poor Carey.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, poor Carey.
Right.
Boo-hoo. Hey, Caillou, don't worry about it.
We already know your feelings. You like to pick on people that can't defend themselves.
He can defend himself.
You know, Caillou, he's a child.
He's a cartoon.
Cartoon child.
Yeah. He's a whiny child. Wouldn't last very long at the Rivers house.
Wow.
Get the hell out of here, kid.
Okay.
I try to love him through it. It's just the other inmates that are in the house wouldn't tolerate it.
Yeah.
Jamie's Vacation Speedo, great show always. The best show of the day. Have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate you.
From Grant Francis Fan Club, criticism. I don't know why Stalter gives Shanahan a free pass for 28-3. It was just as much his fault, and he's proven it by repeated choke jobs since then.
Oh,
might not be wrong.
Just a question.
Yeah.
How many Super Bowls has Kyle Shanahan been since that Super Bowl?
He's been to a couple. How many has he won?
How many has he been to?
Two.
Okay.
Since that one.
I forget. Now, Dan Quinn?
He went to...
Let me help you. 0.
He's going after Dan Quinn again.
0.
He hates Dan Quinn.
I don't get it.
Here's the thing. Here's what I know about the 28-3 scenario.
MVP quarterbacks consistently. Did quarterbacks get better? Offenses get better with Kyle Shanahan? Is that correct?
For the most part.
Okay. Washington's defense sucks. What's Dan Quinn's specialty? Defense. Okay. All right, now.
Here's the thing.
Everybody have a great day.
Okay.
No, you don't just shut my man down.
I wasn't shutting my man down.
Did.
I was shutting this guy down.
No.
I was shutting this guy down. Carey, please.
28-3. What was the final score to that game?
33-28. 34-28. 34-28.
I mean, you score one more touchdown. Might not be in that situation.
Or maybe the defense makes, I don't know, one stop.
Yeah, man. Hey, you see us struggling over here? Score, damn it.
Yeah. If you don't want us to win the game for the team,
score.
You go do what you're supposed to do.
I mean, you scored 28 in the first 3 quarters.
Carey,
you can't give me one more?
Carey does a great job of often talking about how the players have to play, right? I didn't know Kyle Shanahan missed the block that allowed Matt Ryan to get sacked and fumbled, led to a Patriots touch. Oh, wait, no, that was Devontae Freeman. Okay, all right.
We have a text once again from Grant Francis Fan Club. Who was the OC who kept calling early snaps and refused to run the ball?
Who's the head coach?
Yeah, but that's not how it works, Anthony.
You know exactly how it works, Jamie. That's where you're smirking right now. Who's the head coach? Did Dan Quinn get the Bruce Arians treatment where they didn't actually plug in his headset? Or could he say, hey, Kyle, let's...
Kyle, why is our quarterback snapping the ball with 7 seconds?
He was focused on the defense.
There was more time on the clock than that.
You know who I blame when a company fails?
The employees and the one manager. Oh, wait, no, I blame the guy that's in charge. And that was Dan Quinn. Kyle Shanahan played his part, too. It's a team effort to why they blew that game. Team effort.
Man.
How'd the Falcons do after they lost the Super Bowl? One playoff appearance.
He brought the
one playoff appearance, which was the following year. How was the 49ers done with Kyle Shanahan?
Oh, my God.
Multiple trips to the NFC Championship game.
Dan Quinn is not even the coach
isn't even
of the
debatable
Falcons anymore.
This isn't debatable at all.
All right, man. I'm sorry.
You want to do the 3 stars?
Yeah, like he does.
Cancel it.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book. Now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
I think Dan Quinn was the one that fell in the porta potty.
No, that guy voluntarily went in there.
He did. It's his own choice.
All right, we're on to the 3 stars. Our 3rd star of the day goes out to Dan Quinn.
Yeah. There we go. Backwards hats, baby.
What are you doing?
That's what
My own ass.
That's what
Do
I
you
ask.
mind?
Do you mind?
Our 2nd star of the day. Unfortunately, Carey tried to help his buddy out when he had toilet paper hanging out of his pants. We got to give the 2nd star to that elevator.
Man, that door closed, and I was like, oh, no.
That sucks.
A real friend would have ran down the stairs.
I had to get the class. We had class monitors. I had to be on time.
No phones at that point.
I don't think we had. I don't think it might have been. We might have had phones, but you couldn't call till 9 o'clock.
Right.
Was the guy not wearing a pager?
Nah, he didn't have a pager. You couldn't call till 9 p.m. when the minutes were free.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Think I'm spending my money on that?
I can't blame you.
That's for emergencies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to not vibing with a cartoon robot.
Yeah.
Or any cartoon.
Jamie had some really, really hot takes.
Some harsh words for a cartoon, a child cartoon character.
Yeah.
He's still going.
I can't. I tell my kids we had a law in the house after a while. No more Caillou. Nope.
It was an artistic choice.
I couldn't stand the whining. 2, I didn't want my children to adopt said behavior. Caillou's caught him.
I don't blame Jamie on that. Got to set an example.
Yeah. Got 4 kids. You don't need 4 of them whining all the time. No, we're not going to do that.
No.
It's not up in here, Carey.
Not up in here.
Nope.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. Marsh, that'll do it.
That'll do it for our 3 stars.
All right, appreciate you guys. Any big plans for the weekend?
No, I wish it did have something. I'm kind of sitting here going, man, not much going on.
Those are usually the best.
I don't know, because then, like, Ashley finds a whole bunch of things to do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't mean, like, going out and do, like...
Yeah, not fun stuff. Like stuff.
Things around the house?
You know, we haven't done this in a
holes
while.
for trees.
Right, yeah. All of a sudden, the weekend's gone.
Pool, like, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
She gets going, man.
Mm-hmm.
She takes action.
Yeah.
Which is great, but...
Unless you just want to relax. Yeah. Marsh, where do you go?
I don't really have anything planned either.
No? Okay.
No. Like a birthday party on Sunday.
Well, happy birthday, of course.
Well, it's not my birthday.
No, Rachel's March, of course.
Rachel's sister's birthday, so we'll
Well, happy birthday, Rachel's sister.
Yeah.
Of course. Jessica.
Nope.
Samantha.
Stephanie.
Nope.
Julie.
Brittany.
No.
Let's see. Melissa.
Nope.
Paige.
Sarah.
No. Kristen.
No.
Teresa.
Jamie.
Nope.
That's a good call.
Jill.
Nope.
Give us a letter.
A.
Amanda.
Anna.
Nope.
Amber. Alert.
Nope.
Annette.
Ashley.
Alibaba.
Okay. For Marsh.
Angela.
For Carey Davis. For Jamie Rivers. And for Amy, I'm Anthony Stalter. See ya.